Oh hey you, what you gonna do? Feeling in a weekend kind of mood. Don't even try staying at home. I know you're a bad girl trying to be good. Looking so hot, looking so fine. Baby, for tonight I want you to be mine. We're going for a ride. Oh, we're going for a ride. So won't you come on out with me? Forever young and free. So won't you come on out with me? There's no place I'd rather be. Together we'll escape deep into the night. Just do whatever that feels alright. So won't you come on out with me? So won't you come on out with me? Oh hey you, what you gonna say? I just wanna take you far away. Don't go to sleep, staying in bed. I'm gonna pick you up, so be ready to play. You're looking so hot, looking so fine. Baby, for tonight I want you to be mine. We're going for a ride. We're going for a ride. So won't you come on out with me? Forever young and free. So won't you come on out with me? There's no place I'd rather be. Together we'll escape deep into the night. Just do whatever that feels alright. So won't you come on out with me? So won't you come on out with me? So come on out, yeah. So come on out. Oh no, 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 no. Close your eyes, let me show you the best of my world.
Turtle Gang,
Hold me tight,
like this video as you come into the room.
memories, let's do this together. Flying high, only me and you, girl. I want you by my side. I want you by my side. So won't you come on out with me? Forever young and free. So won't you come on out with me? There's no place I'd rather be. Together we'll escape deep into the night. Just do whatever that feels alright. So won't you come on out with me?
Turtle Gang,
Won't you come on out with
get
me?
those lights up real
So
quick.
please come on out, yeah. So won't you come on out now, baby? Please.
We'll start
Now
this
won't
when
you
we hit
come
that
on out
200
with
like
me?
mark.
Ooh, please come on out.
I know you showed me your affection, but I was looking for perfection. So I moved on and on and on to someone new, as if no one knew what I was going through. I know you think I'm just pretending,
Good to see you guys.
and that I can't rewrite the ending.
Make sure you leave some DNA on that damn like button. Alright? Wake the hell up, people.
Isn't how you find the one, and I am through with playing games.
Good morning, Shannon. The property
You are not
manager's
just
car
the
was
flavor
stolen.
of the day.
I don't know about that. You'll have to discuss that one.
This time, you are more than the flavor of the day.
Wake and bake with Dolly this morning. So get up, get your coffee, twist them if you got them. It's good to see you alive and kicking this morning.
I know you don't know what to expect,
Good morning, Bullhorn Betty.
but I am sure that if I just kept moving on and on and on to someone new, I would have never understood that I had you.
What's up, Carrie
who
G?
gave it all.
anybody that was asking who sings that, the song is by Sam Shore, and it is called Flavor of the Day. Okay, you can look it up, you can Google it, you can add it to your, I don't even want to say the name because my shit likes to turn on every time I say its name for some reason. I guess that's what it's supposed to do, but sometimes it just randomly turns on and scares the shit out of me. Google didn't do that, but Alexa, she got a different brain. Okay. Thank you. The song is so fire. Thank you. I'm glad y'all guys like it. It's a little mellow, chill. You know, wake up song. Wake the hell up, people. Okay, we got a killer on the loose. And apparently he didn't get none of you guys last night. Y'all made it between 3 and 4, the witching hour. Okay? Just don't sleep between 3 and 4, and you ain't got to worry about serial killers. Okay? They don't get you. That's the only time they strike is between 3 and 3:45. Now, I've seen somebody come in here with the David Loach name, which you know is a troll name because that ain't who that is. But he was saying something about the car was stolen from a property manager, the car is in Oregon, and a damn junkyard wrecked. Okay? So yesterday, we went over the whole Oregon car thing, them looking for the car. We went to the latest police press conference and heard the police say, hey, we still don't have the car. We're still looking for the car. If you drove a car like that the day before, the day after, contact the police. Or if you knew anybody that drove a car like that the day before or the day after, contact the authorities. So they don't have the car, but I did see somebody say the property manager's car was stolen. The police ain't reported it. I think the police have been pretty forthcoming with their press releases. Even they have places in it that is for like rumors. Okay, these are rumors on the internet. Let's clear some of them up. And I think that's good that the police are doing that. That's kind of a new thing for me, that the police are on Twitter and damn Instagram and all these things putting out these releases, and they're hearing what's going on the internet. So they're hearing these rumors, they're watching them, and they're listening, and they're hearing all these people say these things, and then they're just trying to clear that up a little bit, which I think is really good. I'm not a troll, man. I love your show. I'm just saying the name. I don't know if you're personally a troll, but you picked the name of somebody that's a suspect, possibly in the Idaho 4 killings. So I would say that is definitely a troll name. Okay. Now, if what you're saying is possible and really happened, I don't know. Do you have any evidence to back up your statements of that the car belonged to a property manager? And we know that car is super, super common. So nothing's changed since last night in what's going on. They're still doing the same thing, still investigating, still, like I said, so many people in and out that house, just going through DNA and testing DNA, how long that is actually going to take. And from my understanding, they've hired a private security firm to watch the house, so police still have control of the house. So the house ain't been rented out yet. They haven't went in and started doing any construction to the home yet. I don't know if they're still going to do tests in the home or if they're going back into the home for any reason. I do know they have released a lot of the stuff to the people that were in the home that survived and the families of the victims, okay? So, but right now, I guess the house is just sitting empty with security people watching the home. Good morning, Jim. Good morning to you. Dolly playlist. I need some eggs and bacon. Eggs and bacon is always good. That's almost a needle in a haystack. I passed that car 32 times yesterday in my area. I own a Hyundai Elantra, but it's a 2020 silver. You might have done it. You may be a suspect. You better call the police, right? Now, like I said, somebody said there was like 22,000 of those cars just in Idaho alone. Man, that is like a lot to go through. That is a lot to go through. Yeah, it's a joke name. Yeah, I've got screenshots and everything. I'm just going to wait for the news to come out with it if they do, though. Okay, so which property manager are you saying that the car belonged to? The property manager of the house? Now, if you was a property manager of that house, you would have access to the house. You would know the codes to the door, or you would have extra keys to the door. Waffle House. I missed it. Okay, he's a... y'all are crazy. Morning, Dolly and fam. Good morning. I missed the nighttime dolly vision. I still been doing nighttime dolly vision. I went to bed a little early last night. I crashed out about, I don't know, 11, 12-ish. And I woke up about 3:30-ish. Went up and got some Wawa, got me something to eat. Then I came back here. Started working on new designs, team foul play, if you can't see, dolly vision. So I was just doing stuff around the studio. And then I figured, okay, I was like, people are probably awake by now. Let me jump online and see what YouTube is doing this morning. And I see y'all are doing great. Y'all look beautiful. It's good to see you. Dolly, his son drives that car. Okay, y'all sold on this. Let me open up the phone lines. Look there, Dave, what's your name or whatever. If y'all got some scoop this morning, something I ain't heard, all right, something that's going to blow damn Dolly's mind this morning, just pow, gone out the park, I want you guys to call in. Let me open the phone lines first. Don't blow up the phone lines, but if you got something decent, if you got something decent, let's hear about this property manager. Give me the scoop. Give me the scoop. This might be the thing that breaks the case, okay? Breaks the wide open. Dolly Worldwide. Good morning, Midwest. Waiting on something. Good morning. Good morning, Dolly. My observation on the 3 walking on the sidewalk in the night vision. Kelly saying, what did you say to Adam? Take a look at the hoodie guy body language. Okay, when something comes out like this, everybody turns into a damn body language expert. Dolly.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
It's Jamie. I don't know if you saw the stuff that I sent you last night about the Hudson Lindo case. That student that was found in the creek dead.
Yeah, I seen that.
I looked it up and I found some clippings and I found some stuff that people put, I think it was on like Twitter and stuff. I believe it was like college students and stuff. That they suspected foul play and that they were just hushing it up real quick and stuff. I guess there was an incident with the guy the night before, I think with a sorority group or something like that. I can't remember. It was late. But there was I don't know if they had like a verbal fight or argument or something, disagreement, something like that. And then there was a party or something like that. And then the next morning he was found dead.
Huh.
And they didn't think it was suicide. And I believe it was students that were like talking about it. But I sent a bunch of the stuff to you. It was like Twitter and like Facebook and like a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. But I sent it all to you. So, but
okay,
I felt kind of like something was fishy about that. But I was like, let me stop going with my spidey senses and let me just go look for some real info. And sure enough, it wasn't as clean cut as Moscow Daily News made it sound. You know what I mean? It was, there was a lot of people that were kind of suspicious about it. I didn't see anything about him.
So what was the cause of death? Did you ever find out? Was it drowning?
Yeah, they said it was an accidental drowning. But at first, remember the clipping that I sent you yesterday? It said suicide. But then the final outcome was it was accidental drowning. Oh. Now, if you look at that creek, definitely there was enough water for him to have accidentally drowned. Uh-huh. But did he? But did a young college guy literally drown in a creek, a little tiny creek? Yeah. I don't know, kind of fishy. So, and that was just 6 months prior to these murders. I wonder if there's a lot more going on at these sorority parties that we're not knowing about. Are these people really taking things to heart? Are they, I'm trying to figure out if these sororities
Kids are crazy. They'll kill you.
Yeah. And you know how, they it's like when you say something, it's like you take it to your grave. Like, they take these sororities, you don't say anything. You keep everything to yourself.
This is some skull and bones. Future president.
Yeah, like skull and bones. That's what I feel like. I feel like these guys are deep into the crap. You know what I mean? They take it really serious. And I don't know. So like between that and then how that cop was talking in that one that they went to the house for a disturbance call 2 months ago,
Uh-huh.
and the cop was talking about how he knew that they were sororities and he knew that the other guys were um Sigma Chi or something like that across the street. And he's like, I know these guys are sorority. And he sounded like he knew all about how the sororities ran around there, but he didn't get into them. He went to college there, played football, never got into a sorority, has a son who's a freshman there, and he's been a cop for 22 years there, has a son who's a freshman there and does not like the sororities, is not in a sorority and does not like them. And he said something like, my son was in one of those, he'd be talking crap or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He didn't sound very fond of them.
Real quick,
so.
let me give a shout out to Yolanda RN. She just dropped a $50 super sticker. Damn!
Oh, awesome.
Damn, that woke me up this morning. Boom! I'm wide awake on that one,
was
Yolanda.
sweet.
Good morning. That'll go right to my Starbucks fund. Okay, I'm trying to
There you
stop
go.
drinking Monsters, but every once a week I'm going to try to get me a Starbucks. Okay?
Yeah, my teenagers, they like those and the Aroma Joe alien energy drinks, and I'm
Yeah, I'm
trying
on
to
day
keep them
3,
away
no
from those.
Monsters. Okay?
Good job.
Day
Good
3,
job.
no Monsters. I'm trying to quit the Monster coffees. Okay? So
Just substitute with something else.
I've
Just
just been
substitute
drinking
with
Pepsi.
something else.
I've just been drinking Pepsi.
There you
but
go.
at least I'm cutting the coffee out.
And you're still getting your little dose of caffeine, so you won't get the little headaches and stuff. So you'll be all right. Just keep to it. Stick to it.
I will survive.
You will survive. But I didn't know. I thought I sent you a bunch of stuff. You're probably like, what the heck? But yeah, I sent a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of odd, and it wasn't an actual suicide. It was a accidental drowning. So I don't know. I just
Foul
wanted to
play
throw
it
it out
is.
there. All righty. Well, have a good day.
Okay, you be good.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Peace. Okay, so look right there, accidental drowning, but she thinks it's foul play, something connected to colleges. Are kids killing you at colleges these days? I don't know. A lot of horror movies sitting around. What are we going to do tonight? Let's go kill some people. I don't know. I don't remember that in the college days. I just remember people getting drunk and smoking weed. Dolly,
Yes, I'm calling from Florida.
what is up? Who's this?
This is the gentleman that said the body language on the sidewalk with the hoodie guy.
Oh, okay. All right. So what do you think? What?
Well, what I'm saying is, think about how they have the live feed at the food stop truck. You can actually watch them live when they're okay. Maybe these cameras are set up to where it tells a story on the streets. You got to tell me why that white Ford pickup came into view while they're walking by the camera, and the hoodie guy started walking faster. And you notice the white truck, it parks next to a black Dodge Charger, parked straight in. He had like about 6 or 7 open spots to park. So he chooses to park next to the black vehicle like he wants to block it, but the camera goes off as they got out of view. That's what drew my attention on the hoodie guy. If he's escorting them, why is he walking faster than them? I'm just going by the body language. There's a lot going on in that video.
So you think there was somebody possibly in the truck that they had a...
Yeah, I think the Honda is used as a distraction. They might have got somebody to drive it north just to, throw the whole thing off. And it's probably not worth anything because there's nothing for him to look at but a distraction in time. Because those 2 vehicles are the only ones on that street. And the white truck parked next to the black Dodge.
You think they've seen the white truck, though? Because I know they have... I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm thinking they have some video footage from that night from one of the cameras on that house that's now missing. And then once that camera came down, they started talking about the white vehicle. Don't you think they would have the truck on camera near the house instead of just the food truck?
I don't... It's very possible that truck might have dropped these people off a distance away because they're talking about trails and, where they can
possibly
sneak
followed
through.
them to their house?
Yeah, and I used the white Honda as a distraction, as the bait. That's
So
just
you
how
would
I'm
think
looking
there's
at this whole
multiple.
thing.
You would think there's multiple assailants. Then there's multiple
That's
people
correct.
involved in
Yes,
this.
because nobody could pull this off by themselves with all these cameras. There's just too much going on.
So are you thinking college kid, or are you thinking adult, or you?
Yeah, I think it's like a frack house or something. There's some kind of, and these women must have pissed off somebody for some reason to be killed like that.
Yeah,
Somebody
but
was very angry.
could young adults this age actually keep a secret?
It's very possible that they brought somebody in to do this, or a frack house. You know, they have like experiments. These guys do some crazy stuff, secret society, whatever, because they do come from these areas to pull this off. Because there's probably more behind this, legal or illegal businesses or whatever, drugs,
I mean,
or whatever.
do they got gang? I don't know if they got bad gangs in Idaho. Is this could be a gang thing?
Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah,
You
they
know,
got
like go
somebody
out and
to
kill
pull
some
this
people
off.
to get in a gang. You know, that type of thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's
Well, that's
some
what they
motive
do,
to what's
yeah.
happened.
But like I said, the two vehicles to me drew my attention. Why are you there when they walk by? And the hoodie guy's showing like, hey, I got to get out of here. Something about ready to go down.
Yeah,
That's how I read that.
yeah, and
So that's all I got there.
maybe he
Yeah.
had some beef with the people in the vehicle or something like that.
I don't know, but he looked like he was not happy to be there. He started speeding up his pace ahead of the girls. And they're more worried about what did you say to Adam.
You know, I never really noticed that truck, but I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video again.
Well, you'll see it. You go, why are you there and parking next to a car when you got 6 or 7 open spots?
Yeah, you're like the 5th or 6th person to tell me about this truck, and I know I watched that video 10 times and didn't notice the truck. I just because I wasn't thinking about the truck. You know what I'm saying? I guess I was focusing on something else, and I just never really noticed the truck.
Yeah, I just get this from being on an aircraft carrier. You really got to watch details. It might be nothing important to anybody else, but something could get you killed if you don't pay attention.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I appreciate
So that's
your
how
call,
I look
man.
at it. Thank you, and have a great day.
Happy holidays to you.
You too. Thank you.
All right, peace. Okay, so I'm going to have to go back and, watch that video a little bit more. Because, I watch clips of stuff and things, but I don't pay attention. I guess not to every single detail. And I noticed that when people are like, what about the truck? I'm like, what truck? Because I'm so focused on the girls and the guy, I'm not paying attention to what's driving down the damn street. Hello, Mel.
Hello, Dolly. How you doing?
I'm
Good
doing
morning.
pretty good. Good morning to you.
I'm having a lovely walk with Pandora. It's lovely and sunny today.
Hello, Governor.
Yeah. How's the weather there? Cold.
It is cold as shit. Super cold.
What are you doing for Christmas, Dolly?
I don't know what I'm going to do this year.
Yeah. If you're doing an early around Christmas Day, I'm going to be able to do, and if you do like your StreamYard, I can say hello from Spain.
From Spain? You're going to Spain? What are you going to Spain for?
We're doing a family holiday.
Family holiday in Spain.
We are. So I can say, hola from España.
Okay, sounds like fun.
Yeah, no, I wanted to say, I don't know if you've heard about the car having connections from the same or being registered in the same town as the landlord. I mean, I don't think it's the landlord, but they're talking about the son who collects rent. There might be a connection there. What do you think?
Okay, so I'm just hearing about the property manager or the son or whatever this morning. Like I don't know too much about it. What is the rumors that the property manager owns one of these cars and his son drives it?
Well, no, if hopefully I'm not. Anybody want to correct me in the chat, because I just kind of saw it early hours of this morning, that the car is registered in the same town as what the landlord lives.
Which
now,
car though?
I don't. The white one, the one that they found
in Oregon?
Yeah.
So it's registered to somebody in the same town as the landlord.
Yeah.
What does that? If it's not registered to the landlord, what does it matter?
Well, no. Nobody knows who it's registered to, like a name, but they've originated it from the same town as the landlord. Now, this is a bit of a stretch. I mean, what they were saying is that I don't think the landlord is under suspicion. I think the son who collects rent is under
I
suspicion.
got you. Okay.
I mean, it's far-fetched, but at this point, I don't know. I think the car is the key.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
To
If the car
solving this
was
crime.
running and doing fine, how did the car end up all beat up in a junkyard a month later?
It wasn't in a junkyard. It was on the side of a road, wasn't it?
It was wrecked.
Yeah, wrecked on the side of a road, not a junkyard.
Oh, I thought it was at like a impound lot.
No, I got the what I saw was that it was on the side of a road, and they were waiting for the Idaho police to come and recover it.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, Jimmy. What do you think? I think it's kind of like, I think the
don't
car's
know.
the key.
I think if the car is the key and I killed somebody in it, I would have got out and poured gasoline in it and torched it. You know?
Well, me too. I would have done the same thing. But I mean, you don't know what state. Because apparently that's like an 8-hour drive from Idaho where they found it.
Yeah, but they had 30 days to get there. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
could have walked there in that amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just think that these people that are quite, the people that have been looked at with the food truck guy. I mean, I think the reason why they released that second piece of CCTV when they're saying, did you speak to Sam, was it? The girls.
The girl?
The second piece.
Which girls?
Kaylee and Madison, the second piece of CCTV, when she was saying, did you tell...
Adam.
What was his name? Sam?
Adam,
that's it. I think the reason why they put that out is because the hoodie guy was with them, and to kind of clear him and to say, look, he knew them, he was with them before the food truck.
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody at that food truck by now that the feds and the Idaho State Police have talked to.
Yeah.
Now, maybe not the people driving the vehicles that are not on camera, but I'm assuming the guys in the hoodies, all that, they probably had a massive manhunt to get talk to them and right in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And just because you wear a hoodie, though, don't make you a killer. I'm wearing a hoodie now. I ain't never killed nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I don't know. In the UK, hoodies are considered associated with bad boys.
Are they? Well, I mean, I could consider it with staying warm, but
yeah, I do as well.
But if you think everybody's a killer with a hoodie on their head, I mean, I guess
No,
people
I know.
trying
I'm
to
only
hide
joking,
their
Dolly.
identity would wear a hoodie. They would throw their hoodie up and try to conceal who they are.
Yeah, I was dumping a mattress once somewhere I shouldn't have dumped it, and I knew there was a camera there, and I put a hoodie on and a mask, so I see what you mean about concealing identity.
Okay, somebody said something good in here, trouble. He said, well, the Delphi case, the people were questioned, and 5 years later there was an arrest, and it was somebody they questioned.
Yeah, possibly.
So it could be something like that. They question somebody at the truck, and they go, okay, he's clear, it sounds legit, but really that's the killer.
Indeed. Well, who knows? It's a mystery still. Okay, I'll leave you some space to obviously other people calling, but I just wanted to say good morning and have a happy day.
All right, you be good, Mel.
Good morning. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
All right, be safe. Peace. All right, that was Mel calling from the UK. Property manager's son, the car registers to the same. I don't know. It's a little bit of a stretch. But then again, if you think you got a white Hyundai Elantra, somebody wrecks it, and they just get out and leave it, that's suspicious. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
This is Mary from Alabama.
Mary from Alabama. Hey, Mary, did you hear about that little girl that got missing down there? Did they find her? Do you know?
I'm just about 3 miles from there. Not yet.
Not yet. I know
And
she's
I'm
been
so
missing for a little bit. She's wearing that little cheetah print outfit.
Since Sunday.
6 years old.
She's been missing.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in the news. I hope they find that little girl.
I hope they do. And I really got down on my hands and knees and prayed last night.
Yeah,
that they find her and there's not a hair hurt on her head.
Yeah, I seen it last night in the news, and I was like, "Oh, that's terrible." So you're just right. You're right there near her.
Oh gosh, yes.
Is it? I don't want to mess her name up. I don't have it in front of me. Is it Jocelyn?
hang on, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, that's it. I
Jocelyn.
think that is it. I knew it was
Campbell.
something like that. Yeah, she's a pretty little girl, and I'm praying they find her. She's already been missing for some hours now.
I know, since Sunday.
Did the Amber Alert go out?
I don't know if an Amber Alert went out. I'm watching it on the news this morning. They still haven't found her. They're asking anyone with any information to please call the Springville Police Department. But I hope they find her. I've just been sick over this.
Yeah.
But my grandkids, they all go to that school.
The same school?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They go to that same school. And I don't know. Her last name is Campbell. It's Jocelyn Campbell.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now to show everybody who she is. And she's missing out of Alabama.
Springville, Alabama, yes.
Yeah, I seen it last night, and I seen the update this morning on it that they hadn't found nothing yet, and I was like, wow.
I know. I'm just sick over this.
Yeah. 6 years old.
I know.
Disappeared from St. Clair County Sunday morning.
Yep.
So she's over the 24-hour missing mark.
I know. And as
Campbell,
time
yeah.
grows, the outcome doesn't look good. But I hope they find her.
3 foot, 7 inches tall, 75 pounds, hazel eyes, brown hair. Anyone with information or asked to call the Springville Police at 205-467-2701. I'm glad you called, so it reminded me to tell everybody about this missing little girl.
Yeah. And the thing about it is my husband, we were watching it, and he said, my God, that looks like Brooklyn, our granddaughter. And I said, yes, she does look like Brooklyn. But I pray they find her.
Yeah.
I'm just
it's
sick,
something about that age, man. I just hope nobody grabbed her or anything like that. We just had the crazy FedEx dude with the kid, It's a scary world we live in. And it's a horrible time for this to be happening right at the holidays for a family, too.
Yes. And my husband, he is kin to the Campbells. We're trying to figure out which set of Campbells that is. Because there's several of them in Springville. And some of those he's kin to. But that little girl looks just like my granddaughter. And you can't...
Do you know any of the circumstances? The news was real vague with the circumstances. It just said what she was wearing and about what time she went missing. But it really gave no real details of the circumstances.
No. But an Amber Alert, she's on there right now.
Oh, okay.
Last seen in Springville. But little cheetah, like a cheetah sweatshirt on.
Yeah, that's what they say she was wearing was a cheetah onesie.
Yeah.
So she's probably wearing the same outfit you see in the picture.
Yeah. I just hope that they find her. I'm praying for it, that she's okay. Maybe it was her mother or her daddy that didn't have custody of her.
That would be the best thing.
Yeah, snatched her up out of the yard. You just can't let them hardly play outside anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. If the mom and dad was together, is this something they're doing with custody, or is this just the kid went outside to play and somebody grabbed it? The details were real vague. It just said she was last seen at this time and she was wearing this, and it just didn't give too much detail on it. And I was like, that's very vague for a missing kid.
It is very vague, and that's all I know. That's all they're releasing. And it's strange, but we are living in a bad time.
Have the parents or anybody gave any reports to the news? Do you know of?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
That Springville police are asking for our help. If you've seen this girl, or you know her whereabouts, this child. And then they give their telephone number.
Yeah, I just
But,
shared
you
the
know,
number.
I'm really worried because Springville is such a small town.
Uh-huh.
We're not used to this happening. This doesn't happen in Springville.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I
So
found this
I'm
out.
really
This can happen anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Even in little cornfields like Fruitland, Idaho, it's
Oh, God.
there's not a place on this planet that this don't happen, you know. Not well in America. You can go missing anywhere.
I'm really hoping and praying that it was either her mother or her daddy that took her, or a grandparent, that maybe they wouldn't let her see them. And they said, well, she's outside. They're not watching her. I'm taking her. I pray it's that, you know, and they find her and she's all right.
Yeah.
But I was going to tell you on that Idaho 4.
Yeah.
I don't think that house was targeted.
Yeah, well, somebody didn't like the paint color. Yeah, why would you target a house?
No, they was targeting the house. They'd just burn it down.
Yeah, right. They want for the people in the house.
I know.
Now, if they would have went in there with some holes kicked in the wall, you could be like, man, they didn't like that house.
Yeah, I don't believe that, and I still believe it's in 35 to 48-year-old, and they just don't like women. They like power over women. But that house wasn't targeted. They'd probably been watching all of them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they catch them. I hope it's not like Delphi.
I hope not either.
But
at least they did catch the Delphi killer. I mean, it did take 5 years, but hey, look, they got him.
They got him, but do you know what he did? He, Livy's, grandmother, for her service, had gone into CVS to have some pictures made up of her for her, her funeral, her memorial. And the man helped her do them.
That is incredible. I didn't even know that.
That is creepy. And looked at her and said, honey, there's no charge.
He didn't charge her for the pictures?
No. And he helped her do them because, we're older people. And we don't know how to work those machines. Yes, I mean, tell me that's not a sociopath. And
okay, wait, somebody Alabama Mama 4 said, Dolly, she is with her mother. The grandmother said the mother had her for visitations and didn't bring her home.
Oh, God, I'm so glad.
Yeah, well, thank God. Thank you, Alabama Mama 4.
Yes,
okay, because I haven't seen an update in the news, but that's awesome to hear. Well, that's an end. It's better than hearing it end badly.
Yes, because I was afraid it was going to. And I am so thankful. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, because I had just heard about it last night. Tally, have you seen the new video on Plunder about what Hoodie Guy says to Kaylee about how they are going to get her for this? No, I haven't, but I love the channel Plunder. Okay, caller, look, I appreciate you calling in this morning.
All right, I appreciate you. You have a good Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas to you.
Bye.
Okay, nah, I haven't seen it yet, but, we may be able to pull it up and at least do the audio of Plunder stuff. Give me 1 second. I don't like to share people's whole stuff. That way, if you want to watch it for yourself, you can go watch it. But I'll share her audio, a little bit of her audio. Let's see. And she has 134,000 subscribers now. Her channel has been blowing up. It's a good channel, though. I really do like it. Okay, is it the one Hoodie Guy? We're going to get you. Okay, let's check it. Plunder puts out some awesome videos. She does a lot of, researching, deep diving. See if it's a super good slew, is what I'm saying. So if you ain't checked out her channel yet, make sure you check it out.
24 hours since this surveillance video was released in the Idaho 4 case, people think that they are hearing hoodie guys saying all types of things.
What did you say to Adam? I told
So put on your headphones and listen, because I have...
That was the first time I really noticed the white truck pulling up by the car. But it just basically said, I got headphones on. I heard, you know, all I heard was, what did you tell Adam? I told Adam everything. I didn't really hear they gonna get you.
Have enhanced this audio every single way I know how in Final Cut Pro to try and isolate what hoodie guy is saying. The most I think I can make out is him saying something to Maddie Mogen and Kaylee Goncalves after leaving the Corner Club on November 13th. I hear him say something like, we're going to get you girls. It could be anything as innocuous as, we're going to get you girls some food and get you home, or something more sinister, what people think they are hearing.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam.
Okay, maybe he does say something. There is a little bit of like he's saying something, but it's broken up. I guess that's what Plunder's saying. She's tried to clean up in her audio things. She probably should have tried to clean that up in Pro Tools and music or audio instead of a video editing. Probably should have pulled that into audio file format and tried to clean it up in Pro Tools and see if you could clean it up that way. You know, like you would do a music track. Because right after whatever he says, he says, what did you tell Adam? Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're mixing the Adams up. People are thinking Adam's a bartender. But what if there's another Adam? He's some badass dude that you don't mess with. And he's like, yo, he's going to get you. And then she's like, what'd you tell Adam? And then she's like, I told Adam everything. It could be something of that nature. I don't know. But let's continue Plunder's video.
This video and audio was captured after Kaylee and Maddie left the local bar called the Corner Club at 202 North Main Street in Moscow, Idaho. It was around 1:30 a.m. on Sunday, November 13th. They would lose their lives along with Ethan Chapin and Xana Kernodle maybe as soon as an hour and a half after this video. That's why hearing every single word they say at this point is crucial. It's critical.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
I told Adam everything. Now, I mean, the $1 million question has always been this. What is everything? Okay? And guys, if you are just tuning in, there's 1,000 of you here at 8 o'clock this morning for me. You guys go ahead real quick and hit that like button. Alright? Especially if you're into this case and you're following it. Hit that like button for Dolly. Right? There's like 300 likes now. There's over 1,000 of you and only 300 likes on this video. It's damn Christmas time. It's free to like a person's video. Let me get a free Christmas like. Alright? How about that? I'm just playing. But look, I can't really make it out. If some of you guys think y'all hear what he's saying, I don't really get the I'm going to get you, girl. And why would he say that? Or is he saying that Adam's going to get you? And then the girl's like, what did you tell Adam? I told Adam everything. Would make a little bit more sense. I mean, I don't know. Does it have something to do with it? Or is it just something unrelated? It's hard to tell. But at least we hit 300 likes. Y'all hit that like button, guys. Let's get back to this.
So upon leaving the Corner Club, we can see the route they took because I've tracked down and I finally saw from my own previous video where exactly this camera captured the trio. Hoodie Guy, Maddie, and Kaylee talking.
All right, hold on, guys. We got a caller. Dolly.
Dolly!
Dolly.
Morning. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing pretty good.
Joe from Connecticut.
Joe from Connecticut. You interrupting our video,
Yeah.
Joe. This better be good.
All right. Well, listen, this kind of gives me... I followed you during the Kylie Rodney case, and I said, all the focus on Sammy was kind of unwarranted just because we had no suspects, Yeah. I think it's very similar with the two roommates downstairs. It was a different part of the house if they were used.
I don't think the roommates downstairs have been getting blamed as bad as like Sammy was.
Oh, not even close. I agree
Not
with that.
even, nowhere near.
Yeah.
I'm going to be talking about that later today, too. A little bit about Kylie Rodney. I ain't going to now, but later today I'm going to be talking about her a little bit.
You know that guy that figured out that she drove into the water with the camera? He's been doing a lot. He's been doing a lot of like 3D modeling because he's an architecture guy on the whole house, and he kind of showed how it's possible that they wouldn't hear anything
or something like that.
Yeah. I don't want to say it, but he's good.
He's not a roach. As long as you're not a cockroach channel, I don't care when people say other channels here. As long as you're not a hate drama channel.
Right. But he could have been like, I mean, these roommates downstairs, like, for example, I fall asleep sometimes to Dolly. And I have like music on, or I don't know if it's weird that I like to fall asleep to true crime or not, but
you'd be dreaming about murders.
Right. But I think it's very possibly, if you look at the house and you look at the sight lines, I think it's very possibly a peeping Tom type of thing.
That's what I thought at first too. Similar, like whoever did this at one point, they were a peeping Tom.
Yeah, because I don't know if like a college frat kid is gonna kill 4 people. I could see maybe her
and a boyfriend, or something like that.
Yeah, I think Kaylee was the target, to be honest. Yeah, man. One other thing I wanted to say that I'm forgetting because I'm wake and bacon like that.
I stay in the oven.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I forget, but I ordered some soap, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I'll be keeping in touch. Oh, one thing I remembered is the hoodie guy Jack.
I'm not sure. A lot of people have said that, but there's no proof to that.
Because doesn't Jack live like a block away or something?
Across the street, like diagonal to the house. It's what people are saying. Allegedly is the key word, I guess, here, allegedly.
But isn't that weird that we can't tell if the hoodie guy is Jack or not? Because he's obviously pissed. He's walking ahead.
Would know. Maybe that'll be one of the rumors that the police clear up on the internet. Because in their press release, they have been clearing up rumors, which I think is awesome. This is a rumor. This ain't legit. Because it gives you a source of legit information.
Right. People aren't running wild, a.k.a.
Yeah, because you hear so much
Kylie
stuff,
Rodney.
and time it gets to you, you don't know what's real. The internet is great for spreading information, but it's also great for muddying the water. So you don't know what's real, what's true. It's notorious for that.
Yeah. I mean, because the hoodie guy is obviously like pissed when he's walking ahead of him in the newest video, in the food truck video. He lifts up his hands when they apparently ditch him for a ride.
They didn't look scared of him or none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look like when they were walking with him, they were in fear of him or that he was a threat to them.
Right.
They didn't
and
seem
like
creeped
I said,
out by him. They seemed like they knew him.
Yeah, I that's why I'm trying to figure out if it's Jack or not. And I figured that's one of like the basic questions we should be trying to find out.
Yeah, the internet don't know, but I'm sure the FBI and the police know who he is.
Right.
I
find it weird that we can't like figure that out with the video. But
you ever notice that every video, and it's 2022, is shot with a 1940 camera from an Apollo 16? Everybody looks like Bigfoot. I don't know where to get these shitty cameras that catch everything, but my camera's shooting 1080i. They clear as shit. I don't know like, I don't know. Every time you get a picture of something, it's always like it's taken from the moon.
Yeah. Well, the government can, see anything from satellites, probably down to,
And the audio is always terrible. Terrible audio, grainy video. So, and this must have been shot from a business too, because it looks like it was shot. I don't think that one was shot from the food truck.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's a lot of red herrings in this too. I don't know what the car means. I don't think that car where was it found? Oregon or something?
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Yeah, I mean, that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
I mean, if it was that easy, that would be great, but I think it's going to be harder than that.
Yeah. So, anyways, Dolly, I love you. And yesterday, your live was so funny with the poem, and then the caller after that. This is a satanic ritual. This is blah blah blah. I was losing it, man.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
You can't make this internet shit up, man. You be safe. Happy holidays to you.
All right, thanks, Dolly.
All right, peace.
Talk to you later.
So, yeah, it could be anybody. It could be the person sitting next to you is the killer. Okay, you're next. I don't know. It's most likely, if it's not a serial killer, it's definitely somebody. The odds are when you get killed, it's somebody close to you. It's one of your friends, one of your loved ones usually get mad at you, and they off your ass, right? It's very rare that a stranger will come into your house and kill you in the middle of the night. Dolly?
What up, Dolly? It's the number lady.
It's the number lady. 1-1.
About the satanic cult. He just called. They trying to say no, but listen, have y'all ever heard of a ritualistic hazing?
No,
because I'm
real. I can't even say it.
Ritualistic hazing. It's what they're doing.
Hazing.
This is 2023. That's what they're doing now.
Now they're dressing up like devils and stabbing people.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now listen. There was a Craig, Chatriand. He was the dean of students. Now, I was finding all this out last night about 1 o'clock in the morning.
How do we know it ain't the math teacher? You a numbers lady.
No, I'm not saying it was this guy. He resigned due to the hazing getting so bad. Now, it's got to be pretty bad for somebody to resign. Yeah. Now, I can't remember which college it was.
Yeah,
if it
I
was
quit
up
when they started shooting bottle rockets out their butt. I was like, it's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a lot deeper than I think it's into let's just go on and kill somebody. You know what I mean? Because these kids nowadays are brutal. But anyway, and remember last night I told you about the white truck, and then the guy a while ago called about the white truck.
Yeah.
Well, he's on and those pictures they're on the roof, and they're shotgunning that beer. That white truck is in that picture.
Okay,
I do
remember the picture of the dude on the roof shotgunning the beer, but I don't remember seeing the truck either. I need to pay more attention, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. And also, I still believe that house has a basement, and they took them down there and they tortured them. Now, they might have took them back up and killed them up there, but it's a funny thing, Dolly. There's no DNA.
I think there's a tunnel Tijuana deep under it, and if you go through it, there's like a little train station. You get in it.
It might be, Hitler.
And that's where they smuggle the bodies through, and then they bring in kilos of Colombian Bam Bam. Okay.
It's no telling. But anyway, I know it's far-fetched and people say you're crazy, but this is 2023.
Okay, and there ain't no such thing as crazy anymore. Everybody's crazy.
And say if the college kids wanted it done, but they didn't want to actually, do the killing, so they hired somebody, like the neighbor and his buddy, and they did it right there in front of them, and they live fed it.
What if it was Bigfoot? That's why nobody's seen them. Nobody ever can catch Bigfoot.
All right, when it comes out that I'm right, I want to hear about it, because
if it comes out, there's a cult of crazy kids dressed up with Reeboks and robes on with devil masks, looking like ghosts from the music band.
Whatever.
Then
listen,
I will let you know. I'll be like, okay, you were
I got
right.
another question, too. The owner of the house, does he work at the college? Does anybody know?
That I don't know. I have no clue on that one.
Because it was 1 o'clock this morning. I was finding out about that, and my eyes just kind of shut. But I'm going to do a little more digging. I'll let you know. I'm going to mail that turtle stuff out to you for me and my daughter, okay?
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
While you're here, I want to... If they look like this, okay?
Okay.
If there's a cult of people that look like this that went in that house and stabbed people, I will say, okay, you was right, okay? But I don't think these dudes are the killers.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to keep digging, okay?
All right, peace.
All right. Peace.
And guys, if y'all ever get a chance to go see this band, it's a really good band. They put on a really good damn show last time I seen them, okay? And you would say, why would you go see them? I didn't. They were with somebody that I went and seen. But them dudes put on a phenomenal show. It was awesome. Ghost, I don't know if anybody's a fan of them. But that's what I thought about. She's like, it's a cult. Right? And I'm thinking, okay, you know, a lot of people in music, they'll sell this image, you know, of it's just a show, you know. These people ain't out there. They might be singing some crazy stuff, but they ain't really sacrificing stuff and things like that. I even watch, you know, let's go into something even more extreme in the metal world. Slayer. Most people know who Slayer is, right? If you didn't know, Kerry King also played on Beastie Boys' License to Ill. He was a guitar player on License to Ill. Slayer, their singer, he's like Christian as shit, but all he sings is satanic stuff. The guitar player is a satanic dude. He's into the satanic stuff. He writes all the lyrics, and this guy just sings them. He ain't satanic at all. So you can't really, a lot of people use that as an image, you know, especially in the music world, okay? It's just image, scary stuff, shock rock. You've had a lot of that. Marilyn Manson, Alice Cooper, even to Kiss. It's been a long time of that. You know, I don't think no more of it. When I see bands like that dressed in devil shit, I don't think they're out sacrificing kids and shit. I think it's a gimmick, okay? It's a gimmick to sell records, okay? And they just add it into their music. Now, is there real cults of people out there? Yeah. There's crazy ass people everywhere. People, every time something happens, I swear, I don't care what it is, every time a kid goes missing, every time there's a damn UFO sighting, somebody always blames the church. Guar. There you go. Shock rock. Guar. Guar, some of them dudes are my buddies, you know. VA, baby. They actually recorded my second CD, Guar. Flatus Maximus of Guar did. He passed away. Rest in peace to Corey Smoot. All right. He was a really good dude. Died at 31 years old on his birthday. Okay. I worked with him in music for a good while. He was the guitar player for Guar. And they found he was actually, they were going into Canada. It was his birthday. I had played with him, a show with him like a week before his birthday. We were drinking some Jack Daniels and shit together. He's a really cool dude. And I guess when they went in on the bus, when they got to the border, they thought he was asleep and he was on the bus dead. So, and then shortly after that, Dave Brocky, the singer of Guar, passed away. Okay, OD'd. Sad story, but Guar's the band still going. But yeah, when I see stuff like that, it's just, you know, it's just shock rock. It's an image. Like even when, you know, the dude dressed up like my buddy that passed away, he dressed up like a monster. Matter of fact, he dressed up like a devil, okay, in the band. And he was the nicest guy, had a family, a daughter. But sometimes you do stuff for show. If it sells, hey, make your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't as evil as sometimes as you think you see on TV, okay? They ramp that stuff up. Like, I'm sure Marilyn Manson ain't outside sacrificing goats, okay? Because I met Marilyn Manson when I was young, and he was a real normal dude, okay? I ain't saying he didn't get twisted up along the way doing drugs and stuff like that. But as a young man, when I met him multiple times. He was just as normal as anybody else. He just started putting the show and ramping it up. You know what I'm saying? The antics, the look, the strangeness, the shock value, and it worked for him. But I don't think there's no cults running around in there. Could this be, like I said earlier, like some gang shit where you got to go kill somebody? You know, maybe somebody that was driving by said that's them, the people in the white Hyundai. And they're like, yo, you want the blood? You better run up in there and do this work. And somebody went up in there and did it. I mean, could it be something like that? I haven't heard anybody say anything about gangs. Because I think when you think Idaho, you don't think gangs. But I ain't been to a place yet on this planet that didn't have some type of gang or wannabe gang. All right, so let me open the phone lines back up. All right, have you heard some rumors about the Idaho 4 or something you want to share about the Idaho 4? Hit up the call-in number at 757-797-6694. And don't forget to like this video. There's 1,000 of you in the room, and there's only like 400 likes on the video. Don't make me come through this TV this morning, all right? I'm working on the technology. As soon as I get it, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be like, boom, I'm going to just be in your room, in your house. You're going to be like, damn. I'll be like, why ain't you like my video? And you're going to be trying to explain yourself. I'll be like, nah, it's too late now. Okay? And you don't need that. Dolly, your sound is low. You're not callers. Okay. Well, I'm going to go in and adjust my settings on my mic because people have been telling me that for a little bit. That the callers are a lot louder than me. It is what it is. Dolly.
Good morning, Dolly.
Good morning.
Hey, this is Casey. I just woke up and I'm so glad you're on.
Awesome. Hey, Casey.
Hey, I got a big favor to ask you. I know that you're out of hoodies.
No, I'm not.
Are you going to order up some more hoodies?
They came all
Or do
in.
you just still only have extra large?
No, I got small, I got large, and I got 2X.
Of the hoodies?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm definitely going to get my turtle one this coming weekend.
Because they just came in yesterday. The hoodies did.
Oh, God, am I in luck or what?
I'm still waiting on my mediums. But the other
Okay,
ones
I'm going to send you an email because I want a number on the back of mine.
Uh-huh.
Is that possible?
Yeah,
Okay, because I definitely need a number on the back of mine.
So you want a Turtle Gang one with a number?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Definitely. I would like to have the year that I began with the turtles, so of course that would be 22.
Oh, so you
and
want,
that's
you want 20,
yeah, that's my number. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I love the number 22. 22 is my number, Jimmy.
Well, you can't get 22 because 22 has already been sold.
Oh, I can't?
Once the number's gone, the number's gone. They're one. They're one
I
of a
didn't
kind.
know that.
Yeah. One,
okay, so
420's been taken. 357. I have a list.
Oh, you are honoring your turtles with their own numbers. That's so awesome.
Yeah, you get your own number. Yeah, nobody can have your number. There's no two hoodies you walking around with 222s on it.
Okay. Maybe I'll let you give me a number.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I know that this whole Idaho case is a little bit overwhelming for everybody. And
because it's so
I
many
just wanted
people.
to tell. Yeah, I know. But like you gotta consider the sources that are within that community. Is it true that it's a very tight knit one?
Well, I'm
very
saying
low
the whole
population.
community, I heard the whole area, that town is only 30,000 people. That's a pretty small area. So I'm assuming a lot of people, and it's in the middle of damn nowhere. So Idaho, so I'm sure everybody knows everybody.
Oh yeah, just like this
That's
town.
how it was in
Everybody
Fruitland.
knew.
Everybody knew each other.
Oh yeah. Everybody here in Michigan knows each other, especially over in Adrian, where we went. There's a woman down here. Her name is Dee Warner. She went missing. And like everybody thinks it's her husband Dale, right? I look into a lot of things, and I do not relate everything to numbers. But when those numbers do fit, I mean, you can't ignore it. Like even Leilani Simon. I mean, even the stuff that happened to her in Quinton. Remember when they said that the door was left wide open?
Yeah, the back door?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was open for 3 hours. That number's significant. The Idaho, they're not telling you that the door was open. That damn slider glass door was wide open when the cops got there.
The sliding glass door?
Yes, sir.
I had heard rumors that the front door was open earlier that morning.
Where the other two were sleeping?
Yeah.
Ooh, so what they do,
door
just
was
breeze
open.
right on by those two?
Well, maybe they got up and went out to their car or something that morning before they
Maybe
went
they
upstairs.
heard something.
You know, and they opened the door, or for some reason they opened the door. But I mean, that's rumors. That's internet stuff. I can't be positive that is 100, but that's the rumors on the internet is that at some point that morning before they called the police, that door was open. And that was the front door.
It was the front. You heard the front and I heard the back.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing about the back sliding glass door being open. But, you know, that's the thing. If the killer parked in front of the house, he didn't go through the front door, because if he went through the front door, he would have killed the two girls downstairs, Beth and Dylan. And he didn't. So he must have parked in front, walked around back, came through the back door. That's where he encountered Ethan and Xana. And then he went upstairs and there was Maddie and Kaylee. Because my understanding, Ethan's bedroom was near the kitchen, right? Am I right about that?
Right.
I think so. That's why everybody keeps thinking he was in the kitchen.
Well, it was Xana's bedroom. He didn't live there.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
That's right. He was visiting, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just staying with his
anybody
girlfriend.
Did anybody look into the party and what it was called the night that they went, off? Think of the party that Kaylee came from. Or not Kaylee, Xana.
The Sigma Chi party?
Yes, look into that. Look at even how they initiate. I'm not saying that that's what's happened. That's indeed not what happened.
What's with
These
the kids
didn't
wearing
hurt
ski
other
masks?
kids.
Multiple kids wearing ski masks in different pictures from the Sigma people.
Did you happen to see the footage of somebody at that house that caught a bunch of ranger-looking guys that all got loaded into some kind of a, I don't know, SUV, and nobody talked? Do you remember those people? There was like 5 of them. Yeah, someone on a YouTube video even asked them.
The police have reached out to the 4 or 5 people that were walking by the house that night. Because
where the apartment building is?
Yeah, remember when the police were getting the dudes for the alcohol? You could see in the top right corner the 4 people walk by swiftly.
Yeah.
I wonder if the police have reached out to them yet to get any information, because these killings would have had to happen almost when they were walking by and the police were out there.
Right.
The killings would have been between 3 and 3:45. That's almost the time between the call if they were messing with the kids for drinking. So the killer basically did this with the police and people all around, which is insane, and other people in the house. Nuts. Brave. Whoever did it's super brave. Or they didn't know all them people were around. They thought it's late, nobody's going to see them. But that place is so busy, even that time of night, especially on a weekend. Like you could hear stuff in the background. People were outside drinking. People were walking around the house. So even at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's pretty busy. So maybe, when the roommates say they didn't hear nothing or they heard things, they just thought it was, outside noise or other noises, normal noises. Maybe they ain't lying.
Remember when the police walked in and Leilani made the comment that the police told her that she didn't remember anything?
I thought Billy Joe said that.
No, Leilani said that. She said, when the police came in, they told me I didn't know anything.
I don't remember her. I remember Billy Joe saying that the police came to her and said that Leilani had threw the baby away, but she didn't remember doing it.
All I know is law enforcement told somebody in that house they didn't know shit, and there's a reason why.
Well, now it came out in an indictment that she did throw the baby away at the Azalea trailer park. Like I told everybody in the very, very beginning. Who told you guys that? Dolly!
Okay. You did.
That's right. I was right about that, huh? So
you definitely
was.
was.
When stuff comes out, and I was right, So I was definitely right about the location of where she disposed of the body and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that girl is something else. I hope she gets to life, but we'll have to see.
You think she'll get life? I think she'll get executed.
No, I think she's going to take some plea deal to like 20 years or something. I don't know. It won't be life.
If she's smart, she'll do that.
Yeah, well, that's what
the smart thing would not be throwing away your damn kid.
She's going to plea out to something, you know. She's going to take.
You think?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure of it. What other option does she got? Does she try to fight it and lose and go to prison forever?
Should have never touched that baby.
You can't fight it. No. The best thing to go in is take whatever deal they're going to offer you and sign the paper and do your time. Because at this point, you're done. You know what I'm saying? You're at their mercy at this point. How bad do they want to tie up the courts? Do they want to tie up the courts bad enough that they'll not take your life and let you do 20 years and let you out? Because she's young. You figure she's 20-some years old, so she'll only be in her 40s. She does 20
She's 22.
Years. Yeah, so 42 years old or something like that when she gets out. So that ain't bad. Go do your 20 years and, you know, start over. With no kids. At 40, you don't need no damn kids anyway. So, and that number's important. 20 years. 20, that's an important number. That's how many years she needs to get, okay?
Yeah.
So study on 20, and you have a happy holiday.
Study on 20.
Okay.
Shoot. Okay, you have a happy holiday.
See what that number means and call me back in a week and let me know.
Okay, much love, Jimmy.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Because if I was the prosecutor, the only number that would matter would be 20. 20 twin. You ain't talking 20 years, we ain't talking. Okay? So I would think any deal would be 20 years. All right, so you go ahead, sign this shit, say you guilty, you did this, take your 20 years in prison. Or we take you to court, we seek the death penalty, and we execute your ass. Easy decision. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
This is Mama Llama.
Hey, Mama Llama.
I'm
I
calling.
like your name.
Oh, thank you. I'm calling from Dayton, Ohio.
Awesome.
I'm just calling to put the word out. We had a Amber Alert come through from Columbus. For 2 missing babies, 5 months old.
5 months old.
One of them was dropped off at the Dayton airport. So one of them is safe, but the other one is still missing.
Is taken by a parent?
No, the mom went into Donato's last night in Columbus, and she left the car running, left the babies in the car, and a lady jumped in the car and took off with them.
Wow. Oh my God. And she dropped one of the babies off at the airport, but the other baby's not been recovered.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to Columbus, Ohio a few times too. Back in the band days, my band played there a few times in Columbus. College town too. That's a real big college town.
Yeah.
So
they're looking for a 2010 black Honda Accord. The back bumper is missing, and I think the left side of the vehicle is dented in.
I wonder why the person only dropped off one of the kids.
I don't know. The only thing I could think of is maybe she was on a mission to steal a baby and she only wanted one baby.
Oh, there was one too many babies? Or maybe she just wanted the car.
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, that is strange to see somebody just drop off one of the kids.
Yeah. Let's pray the other one's found safe.
So she was probably back there itty, meeny, miny, mo kind of thing. Which one to get rid of? And they were they twins? Both 5 months old?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I think she's the girl that took off in the car. I think she's in her 20s.
Wow.
So she's young. Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully everything ends good in that, and she's not some psychopath killer or nothing. She's taking care of the baby. Right. And,
well, I just wanted to call and put the word out, so if anybody lives near, they can keep an eye out.
All right.
All right, thanks, Dolly. Have a good day.
All right, peace. Yeah, OH, right? Ohio, man. I remember last time I was in Columbus, Ohio. It was during like a football game, and it was just people fucking everywhere. So just a huge college community, but that's crazy. That's You don't leave your kids in the damn car, okay? Who leaves their 5-month-old kid in a car, 2 of them? I mean, I know people do it. It ain't the smartest thing to do. You know, look at that. See, the lady goes in the store, somebody jumps in the car, steals her car and her 2 kids. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
Hey, I think this is Keith in North Carolina, bud.
What's up, Keith?
I think that the guy that was on there talking about about everything last night that called in or whatever, that talks about the bodies on top of bodies and all that.
Yeah.
If he ain't in FBI or something and released something he shouldn't have, he's either a partner or a really highly suspect, I think.
Yeah, the person said that he was connected to law enforcement.
He knows too much.
Yeah,
he knows
how
too
would
much.
you know the bodies were stacked on top of each other?
Nothing that's been released yet.
Yeah, but we don't know if that's true. So what if it ain't true?
That's what I understand. I understand that, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying. If the police ain't released that and it comes out that's how everything was, that guy was way too much.
Yeah.
The screens, the time.
Like I've heard people say that the one boy was in the kitchen. How would you know that unless you was the killer? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they haven't released that. The police haven't said nothing.
And if that car was involved, I don't think they'll ever find that car, dude. There's way too many chop shops. That thing can be in California and done cut in 1,000,000 pieces.
Yeah, true that. I mean, but I mean, that's if it was like planned, like let's go out, steal a car. We're going to do these murders. Then we're going to burn the car. You know, or dump the car in a lake. I mean, do you think it was planned?
I think he also called. I think he called in thinking, "Damn, they're on to us. We got to do something." You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, damn. Maybe they need to go get Jared out of jail and get him on the lakes out there in Idaho and see if they can find that car underwater somewhere.
Right. And the thing with the airport and the kids that the girl just called about, them airport's got plenty of cameras. There ain't no way a car went to an airport and it's not. Everything ain't on camera, even down to the person inside.
Yeah, so I'm sure they got who the girl is, but they still got to find the other child. You know,
exactly.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And she may not even know there was kids. She may not even know there was 2 kids in the car. She might have heard one baby and thinking, "Oh shit, I gotta get rid of this baby."
Probably cracked out her damn mind, messed
out
her
and
head,
thrown out a baby there, took off. Yeah.
The baby sitting in front.
But
of
yeah,
the
I'm down here in Hickory, dude. I ain't far from you. I got my brother-in-law. His daddy lives in Virginia Beach. I go up there a lot in the summer and go crabbing and stuff.
Oh, I hear that. Cool.
I'm actually from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore, but I moved to North Carolina back at '89, a week before Hugo come through.
Well, that's probably the best thing you did from Baltimore. He's still alive.
Oh yeah.
Baltimore,
dude,
rough
that's
as
the capital.
shit, boy.
And I lived in East Baltimore too, like around the harbor.
Oh,
and
that's
all
where
that.
I was staying when I was down there near the harbor.
I actually went to Sharp Leadenhall School, Robert Poole High. See, Robert Poole High, I don't know if you know any of them, but like it's great ancestors of mine, of course, not me, but my last name's a Poole. That's why I'm telling you that. But
yeah,
you
can walk
it's
literally
weird,
one
man.
block in Baltimore and die.
Oh, it's dude everywhere, and you can every morning, every night you hear sirens, you know, spray paint, outline people's body on the ground and everything, dude. It's rough up there.
Yeah, I remember I walked out the house and I was like, I'm gonna go to the store and get some blunts, and the lady I was staying with, she's like, I don't know if you want to be walking by yourself. I was like, shit, I'm from Norfolk. I started walking through Baltimore.
Right.
I was like, shit, let me get back to this lady's house before I get killed.
Oh yeah. But what's weird about Baltimore, dude? Like we go up there, we smoke up there, dude. You can literally roll a blunt and walk through like a raid age or something smoking. There ain't nobody say shit.
I was just thinking I was gonna get shot. I was thinking I'm gonna get shot out here. It's just you know when you stick out like a sore thumb, like you just don't belong. I look like that.
Yes, sir.
Like I just don't look like anybody from around here. Look like an easy target.
Yeah.
All right,
But
you have
really
a good one, man. Happy holidays.
You
kid.
too, man. I'll let you get back to the show. You
and
too, bud.
You ever get up this way, look me up.
I will. I definitely will, dude. I travel a lot, man. I actually work out in the oil fields out in Texas and Oklahoma. I'm an oil field tech.
Okay, don't kill nobody because them oil field people are crazy.
Well, I rebuild the sub pumps and stuff. Like we got a plant in Oklahoma. Yeah. But all right, man, you take it easy. Have a good holiday. Merry Christmas, bud.
All right, peace. All right. So, yeah, Baltimore crazy. Anybody from Baltimore? It's wild. Dolly.
Good morning, Dolly. This is Maria. How are you?
Hello, Maria. How are you? I'm doing pretty good.
I'm glad that you picked up the phone. This community has been awesome. I love being in this community. All of you and Betty's hard work. It's just very inspiring. But I did not look too much into that situation yet that Mama Llama is talking about. But I do know that I was on the highway yesterday, and I wrote down those plate numbers, and it was JS something. It's in my car. I got to go get it. But, yeah, things have been hitting pretty close to home. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about the murders really quick. I don't think it's a serial killer because after seeing the video camera, the body cam where, you know, Maddie, it basically looked like people were in and out of that house constantly, right? So, and then, you know, this car, this Elantra, I'm starting to think it's more than one person, and I think that they are connected to the college. I mean, because you hear in that call, you can hear Kaylee is concerned, and Maddie sounds rightful. She sounds rightful, and like, yes, I did tell him everything. So, you know, I really do think there's something there, but we need to be respectful to the parents.
When she said it, I thought there was concernedness in it when she was like, what did you tell Adam? It's just the way she emphasized her voice. She got a little louder. So I thought she seemed concerned about whatever was told.
Yes, she does. And, you know, in Maddie's feedback, it sounds like, yeah, I told Adam everything. But, you know, then the parents came out, they cleared it, and now I don't want to be disrespectful to the parents, but I feel something's really there, and I just feel like there's more than one person now. I don't think it's a serial killer. I did think it was.
When did it come up to the parents to clear stuff? Because they're not the police. They're not the ones saying, yeah, you did it. You know, it's the police that determine who did something and who didn't do it.
Exactly, but the dad got on there and said, you know, we've already looked into that situation.
Yeah, but
and
who
I'm
does
just
he
thinking,
look?
okay,
I ain't saying
why
that,
did
I don't want
Bob
to say
put it
nothing bad
out?
about the dad, but like, is he a detective? Right? I think it's up to the detectives and the police. I could come up here and say I cleared them all. That don't mean they're clear. You know, that's just me saying it. You know, I ain't a detective.
Yeah,
it's up to the detectives to clear these people and say they're not involved, not the parents.
Exactly, and I just don't understand if that had already been figured out between those parties. Why would they blast it? You know, it just throws everyone in circles. I know how mainstream media works, but getting into the crime stuff now, I see a whole ugly other side to it. And I think that what hurt me the most, or what really killed me the most about this case, looking into the lives, Xana and Maddie seem to come from a rough background. And, you know, they made it to college. They made their friends. They got in their sororities. And it's just sad. They grew up from what seems to be more of a rough background than the other two. And it's just sad. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, you have a great morning. Happy holidays to you.
Yes, you too. Happy holidays, everyone. Keep the love. Keep the love.
All right.
We
Peace.
need it now more than ever. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, it's tragic anytime anybody loses their life, especially when it's senseless. There's 4 people. And look, whatever they, you know, there's some people saying they bullied somebody or they did this or they did that. It really don't matter what they did. It's not enough to kill somebody over, okay? Or to take somebody's life over. Dolly.
Dolly.
Yeah.
Ricky Beavers, my brother.
Ricky Beavers. What's up, my man?
Oh boy, I've been under the weather a little bit.
Have you? You got that?
Yeah, I got these blow up things outside, and I put it out every year for kids. It's a trolley. It's like a train, you know. It lights up. It's got Santa Claus on one end. It's got a reindeer. Then it's got a penguin on the other end. And it saves, I guess, about 7-8 feet tall.
Okay.
And it's probably about 6-7 feet long. And then I got a snowman, and then I got on the other end I got like a Christmas tree blow up, and a lady came down the other day.
Griswolds?
Huh?
What's your last name? Griswold?
No.
I was looking like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Well, it could get hell. I don't know, but hey, I had a lady come down here. So Rick, I'm got my grandbaby. He's 2 years old. That's what. Bring him on up here. Let him touch Santa and the reindeer and all that. And she was telling me how much they really appreciated me putting that out. Though I can't see, I put it out for the little kids, to enjoy. And the lady was on here a while ago, Dolly, when I called in. Lady on the other day talking about that lady left 2 babies in the car, went in the store.
Yeah.
How dumb was that? How dumb was that?
Well, it's dumb, but it ain't no need to crucify the lady.
Well, I'm not crucified, but my cousin left Chevelle in the car, and went to the store and left Chevelle in the car, and I called, and Chevelle answered the phone, and I said, she said, Jonita went in the store, Peppa, and I'm in the car. I said, you by yourself? She said, yes. Boy, I got so angry about that. So I told myself Chevelle won't never go back. Because it don't take much. Which she said she could see Chevelle, but that's still not the point. It don't take much.
Let me give a quick shout out to Debbie. Thank you so much, Debbie, for your super sticker. That's awesome of you. Thank you so much for the love, guys, and Merry Christmas to each and one of you guys out there, and Happy Holidays. I hope you are having a great time. Stay safe, all that good stuff. Yeah, Ricky.
And I agree too. Want everybody to have a Merry Christmas, and let's make 23 a better year. But
I had a good 2022. I can't really complain, I did get sick as shit with that whole thing that went around, but far as the year, I had, there were some ups and downs like any other year, but I had to say 2022 was a good year for me.
I'm glad to hear
2023 is
that.
gonna be better. I already know.
That's right. Everybody's focused on it being better. We need to make it better.
Yeah.
It's up to you, the individual person. We're going to go through. We're going to go through things. It's going to happen.
Yeah, that's life, man. There's ups and downs and everything. I went through some breakups and relationship stuff and some legal. But as far as the year itself, as I look back at it, I feel like I achieved some things. I did a lot of things. I think I had a good year.
Same here. I didn't get where I want to get, which it's coming, but what I want to do. But
well, Rome ain't built overnight.
No, it sure isn't, is it?
No.
Hey, Dolly, about these 4 in Idaho. I might agree. I think, man, I that was a strange call you got a while ago.
A strange call?
Yes, it was.
There's always a lot of strange calls.
Wow. But I will say this. I think that's a real mystery of them slaying up there in Idaho, and I hope they find out who done it, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, I think at this point it's getting a little cold other than that car, and if that car don't turn up, what do we really got? Everybody's blaming every different college kid. Every Jack, every Adam, every damn has been blamed. So where do you go? It's going to end up being a cold case. That's just what I feel like.
And Dolly, you think people, and like you said a while ago, that person could be the killer could be sitting right beside you.
Yeah, you don't really know what's in somebody's mind.
You don't know people, man.
Yeah. Unless you've been around them your whole life, you know what I'm saying?
No, you still don't know them.
You still don't know them?
Let me tell you what, I loaned some money out to a guy, and he swore to me up and down and said, Ricky, I'll be back to pay you. And I haven't seen the guy yet, and he left me his debit card.
Yeah, but he might have came by and you just didn't see him. Ricky, you blind.
Yeah, I wish it was that simple. Hey, no, Dolly, you think I'm blind. I'm really not blind.
Oh, okay. I'm just picking with you.
I've seen people what I think I can see. Hey, I'm telling you, I am a blessed man.
I mean, if you came to me and said, hey, Dolly, where's my money? I'd be like, yo, man, I came by. You must not have seen me.
Well,
thank you, Karen.
I'm not mad at the guy.
Love,
nothing, I'm
Dolly trying to get the word out there about a family that really needs a Christmas. The dad passed away and the daughter has disability, a disabled son. Well, send me some information on Facebook and I can share it up here. Okay, if they have something, like a GoFundMe or, something we can help them with, just shoot me the information. Love Being a Mama 4 on Facebook, on the Jimmy Jams TV one. That's where I usually handle all shit, All right, Ricky.
Hey, Dolly, thank you so much for letting me come out here. And, next year it's Ricky Beaver's year in the music industry, put it that way.
Okay, well, tell everybody before you go where to check your music out, Ricky.
Well, go to rickybeavers.com, and I have a YouTube channel. I have like over 216 subscribers, and we want to transfer them over to my website where it's my YouTube channel there. Mm-hmm. We want all the subscribers to go there, subscribe to my channel. And Dolly, we might be signing an agreement with, I'll just go ahead and put it out there, I got the veteran song that I told you about.
Uh-huh.
We might be signing an agreement with the National Association for Veterans, and we're going to figure out a way to help the veterans. And we got some other things going on too. But anyway,
okay, cool, Ricky.
Don't want to talk about a lot at one time. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But I do want to help. I do want to help America, and I do want to help. I'm a people's person. I love people, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, to be honest. And I've changed that. You got to program yourself in a different way because it's hard to help everybody you'd like to help.
Yeah, it's impossible to help everybody.
Yes, but I just leave it all in God's hands, and I am a believer. And little Chevelle, we had
it don't take but one person to change the world. And shout outs to Roswell, baby.
And hey, Dolly, I got a question. Whatever happened about? I never heard more about the Vaughn case.
Michael Vaughn?
Yeah, never heard anything more about that.
Did
they find that baby?
They haven't found them. It's strange. They're kind of called that. I was like, what if these people are crazy and they don't find the baby? Now it's turning out to be these people are crazy and they ain't finding the baby. I hate to be right, but damn.
And hey, right. And I do want to encourage everyone. I mean, and I'm going to be straight with you, just straight to the hip. If you don't have a gun, purchase you a gun because you never know when you might need it. I mean,
yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean,
you
that's
know,
for
when
real.
You wake up somebody in your house trying to stab you and stuff these days, it's insane.
And Dolly, I hope you got one.
I stay comfortable.
Good deal. Dolly, I love you, man. I tell you what.
Chihuahua.
I do appreciate you and Betty. I really do. I think a lot of you too. Straight up, man. I really do. Y'all, you give everything you got. You try, and that's awesome. And you still haven't answered me back on Messenger.
Oh, okay.
I sent you a message. You never answered me back.
Yeah, I was going to
put my.
I'm a turtle.
I was going to put my. Hey, Dolly, I got something else to you too. A lady was killed in Franklin, Kentucky on December the 11th.
Uh-huh.
And they found her body in the Holiday Hotel down in Franklin, Kentucky. And they found the guy that did it.
Well, that's good.
And I'm glad,
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants a monster on the street. If you're out there killing people, there's a place for you called prison and the death penalty.
And I want y'all, everybody, I do want Leilani to get the death penalty. I'm sorry. She knew. They say she was out of her mind. I'm tired of hearing people using the I'm insane or I'm mentally or whatever. These people like this got to get off this American land. We got to get these evil people out of here.
I say 20 years, Ricky. I don't know about taking a girl's life, honestly.
Well, sorry, Dolly. That baby lost his life.
I do. I agree with you. And I'm an eye for eye kind of person. I just thinking, if she would have murdered my kid, death penalty. Murdering her kid, she needs to do life in prison. I don't know about taking her life. I just don't in that situation. Because she could have something mental wrong with her, and I think she does have something mental wrong with her. Not mental enough she don't deserve to be in prison, but mentally enough that maybe she don't deserve to lose her life. Does that make sense?
Dolly, I hear what you're
I
saying.
think Billy Joe's turned her into the monster she is, and she deserves to sit in prison forever. But I don't think she deserves to lose her life.
Is Billy Joe still in jail?
Yeah, she gets out in 2 days.
Yeah, I heard she got 10 days for, what was it, missing court?
Hey, 10 days is better than no days.
Right,
They laughed at me. They laughed at me when I went to jail. She ran out there with that camera taking pictures of Dolly. So who's laughing now? Right? Who's laughing now?
Hey, Dolly, I got to ask you something else, too, before I go. I heard Libya, and I heard you say it, too, being honest, about a shadow of a little boy running across the yard or something behind you or something.
Yeah,
within a video.
Is
that true?
That is 100% true on my life, man.
Okay, I mean, I heard, I heard you talk. I heard people talking about that.
It's unreal.
And I want to ask you about
if you could see, Ricky, this shit would blow your mind. And I'm telling you, on everything I am, it's not fake.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about that because that did kind of blow my mind. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish you could see so you could see it to see what I'm talking about. It was when I seen it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this has to be fake, but it won't. And it is strange. And you got to remember that was right at Halloween time, middle of the night, at a location that a baby we know now was beat to death.
Refresh my memory on. Tell me a little more about the video, about how you seen that, because I mean I didn't get to see that, and it kind of bothers me sometimes. And of course, people don't know, me not be able to see, and they show videos, and I wish people would explain more.
Okay, well, I'll paint a picture for you real quick, Ricky. So it was
yes.
it was probably about, I would say, almost 10 o'clock at night. 9:30 is 10 o'clock. Usually we got out of there about 10 o'clock, so it was right around the time it'd be wrapping up. It was a decently warm night, and at that night I had that light in my hand. It was a round ring light. I was walking with it in my hand, and in the other hand I had a battery pack that was powering the light. Okay, so I was walking from the driveway to the end of the house where the fence was, because they were hanging out on the other side of the corner of the fence, and people kept going down there screaming stuff. So I am walking down there, and then, of course, I'm videotaping these people screaming stuff, and I turn around, and when I'm walking back, I just normally walking back. Now, at this point, I don't see nothing, Ricky. I don't see it. You see what I'm saying? I just continue to do what I'm doing. And people were putting in my comments, Jimmy, there's a ghost by you. Literally putting that in the comments. And I'm just thinking people are messing with me. It's Halloween time. It's the middle of the night. And they're like, there is a ghost. We just seen a ghost. I still didn't pay it much mind. I continued to shoot the live stream. I go back to the hotel, Ricky. Okay? So when I get to the hotel, I watch the video people were sending me about the ghost. And as I walk down to the end of the fence, when I turn around to walk back, I'm walking back, and a little ghost the size of a small child runs out behind me. Okay? Not only does it run out behind me, but it runs past me and it vanishes. So, and I see it on the video, and I swear to you, Ricky, I think it's fake. Okay? But they say no. It's shot from Bullhorn Betty's live stream. So Bullhorn Betty's live stream was still up. So I went into her live stream and found it. And it was exactly the same. Nobody edited the video. Wow. It is a damn ghost in the video. But
wow.
See, everybody says it's a light flare. But it's not in front of me. This is actually behind me. And how do you get a light flare behind somebody? You can't. I do enough editing of videos to know it is the realest ghost video I've ever seen in my life.
Dolly, I want to tell you something real quick. I was sitting on the couch, and I was awake. I'm sitting in this trailer. And, I'm a strong believer in God. I believe in miracles. I have faith. And, me being blind, I'll be honest, I love what the thing I love about I got to be straight with everybody out here. Blindness, it took me a long time to go over blindness, but
there's something out there. There's a spirit world, Ricky.
Yes, there is spirit worlds, Dolly. That's what I'm going to tell you. Listen, me being blind, I got a very, very close relationship. If I could be able to see it, I probably wouldn't have a very close relationship with God that I do have. There was this lady that she was dying, and they had her on a feeding tube and everything, and of course, don't get me wrong, I'm just a prayer warrior. I believe in prayers, I believe in miracles, and it was a good friend of mine. They thought she was going to die, and I prayed for her, and she pulled out of it. She's doing good now, but I wanted to share that with everyone. But see, that's like as I said, I believe in prayers. I believe in the power of God. I was sitting on the couch one time, and I was not asleep. I was wide awake. I was just sitting there praying and meditating, and all of a sudden, these three doves come flying down the hall, and I could hear the wings of a dove, because I know I used to own doves, a couple of doves having for pets, but they flew down the hall, and they passed me, and I could feel the wind it was three doves, I could tell. And they flew down the hall, and they landed on the window curtains in the kitchen. And then but before I heard the three doves coming down the hall, I heard like a stomping coming down the hall and a hissing like the devil was coming down the hall. And I heard that, and he got in front of my face, and I could feel his breath. I could feel that, and I rebuked him in the name of Jesus, and it went away. Then the three doves went down the hall, and then the third time there was a snake on the floor at my feet, like it was. I could feel its body hitting against the floor, and it was hissing at my feet, and I rebuked that in the name of Jesus. And that I want to tell y'all that story, and that's not a story. It's speaking the truth. It's a true story that happened to me, and I don't know what that meant, but I rebuked it, and and I'm still tripping out over it this day. And it just came to my mind when we was talking about that ghost. So spirits are real, y'all. There is. The veiled spirit is all over the United States of America right now. That's the reason a lot of strange things are going on, with killings and all this stuff, because the spirits was back in the old Bible days of Moses when he was up on the mountain. Remember Moses was up on the mountain? I don't know, a lot of you might not, but he came down and people were worshiping the idol of a calf, and everybody was dying. And so Moses built a snake made of brass, and people had to look at the snake in order not to die. Y'all might think that's crazy, but I believe the Bible is the truth. But anyway, I just want to
know what kind of bush was burning, because I know what kind of bush I'd be burning.
That Dolly, but that's all real. But I want to share that with y'all, and I do want to have a Merry Christmas. And please, everyone, check out rickybeavers.com and Dolly. I do want to get with you because I want you to help me with something at the first of the year on saving America, okay? And we'll talk about that
Tijuana, because nobody ever tries to save Tijuana.
Man, I tell you.
Okay? You save America, and I'm going to save Tijuana. Tijuana needs saving, too.
A lot of wars
going on right Tijuana.
A lot of wars going on right now within ourselves, everybody. Think about that. Within yourself. God bless, Dolly.
All right, later, Ricky. All right, we got to make Tijuana great again. I need a place to visit. I need a vacation destination, and I don't want to get my head chopped off or kidnapped by the cartel. So we need to make Tijuana great again, okay? So we can vacation. Anybody down with that? Press 1 in the chat room, okay? Let me see how many of y'all are down with making Tijuana great again. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else? Am I alone here? Am I alone? Nobody cares. Dolly.
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 is Kim.
Hey, Kim.
I want you to clarify for me. Did you say you don't think Leilani will get the death penalty, or you don't think she deserves the death penalty?
I don't. It's hard to say. That's a hard one. I think if she killing her kid, taking a life that she gave birth to, I think they should put her in prison forever. I don't know if they should take her life.
So
because she seems like she has a little bit of mental illness. I ain't saying not enough mental illness not to be in prison, but I'm saying there's definitely something wrong with her. And I don't think she really I mean, I think she comprehends her actions, but I don't think she really 100% understands her actions.
And that makes a difference.
A little bit. I think. You know, I mean, like I said, if she killed somebody else's kid, I'd say, yes, she deserves to die. You know, I hate to say she don't deserve to die for killing her kid, but I think her life, she has been, like, it's her upbringing. You know, like she's crazy because she's been abused.
You know,
she's
I'm
even
sorry
said she's been molested. You know what I'm saying? And she said that day in front of me that she was molested as a child. And I mean, I ain't never been molested as a child, and I don't know the scars that you carry from that, but I hear it's pretty bad. So, I'd say put her in prison forever, and don't kill her.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that have a past that they've had to deal with. And I get there's mental issues, but I feel like she knew. She knew what she was doing.
I feel like she knew what she was doing too. At the same time, that's why I say she should never get out.
Maybe so, but I don't know. I just feel like an eye for an eye, maybe, is how I was raised.
Yeah, I mean, I believe an eye for an eye, you know, but I believe it's family, and she has some type of mental illness. I ain't saying it's severe mental illness. And she was abused, and you know, she should have been the one to break the cycle, but it looks like she didn't. She just continued the cycle. So, I don't know. I mean, that's just my heart in me saying, hey, give her life in prison, and, you know, I don't know. Anybody else, I would say, if she killed anybody else, I would say, you know, give her the death penalty. Even if it was a grown person, I'd be like, death penalty, death penalty, death penalty. You know, I'm pro death penalty, but I think women with mental illness and that kill their kids, I don't think we should execute them. I think, you know, if they know what they're doing, put them in prison forever.
I feel like Quinton didn't get that choice.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I mean, either way, if they gave her the death penalty, I wouldn't be like crushed by it. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, well, that's, you know, probably what she deserves. But me, myself, I would say, hey, put her in prison for the rest of your life and let her sit there and think about what she did.
Yeah, but I just feel like she chose to do the drugs.
Yeah, like if they gave her the death penalty tomorrow, I wouldn't feel sad for her. I'd be like, well, that, you know, that's what they decided she deserves.
I don't know. It worries me that if she gets prison for life, whatever, there's, you know, I don't think there should be a possibility of parole. Let's just say that. Yeah. I think it would be more torturous for her to have to live with herself for the rest of her life in jail or prison, but
that would be harder on her. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I would rather be, you know, if you had a choice, hey, you're going to spend the next 50 years in jail or we'll take you up out of here, I'd say, this man, just take me on up out of here. I had a good life. You know?
Yeah, that's a good question. Marilyn just asked, what about her brother that's in jail for murder? Do you think he deserved the death penalty?
Yeah. Yeah, he robbed somebody and shot and killed somebody viciously.
Well, she killed her child and threw him in the trash can.
I know. I agree with you. I mean, if she got the death penalty, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be sad. I mean, if you ask me what I think she deserves, I would say life in prison. if she got the death penalty, I wouldn't be like, oh man, that's terrible. They gave her the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so either way, it's good. You know, either way, if she gets 20 years, I'm happy with that. If she gets the death penalty, I'm happy with that. As long as she spends the rest of her life in prison. You know, to me, that's justice.
Well, I'm with Bullhorn Betty. She says that marriage proposal clouded you.
The marriage proposal? No. You know, even if it wasn't Leilani, in similar circumstances, I would probably say the same thing. You know, if I didn't know she was molested as a child and how crazy Billy Joe was and all that, I would say, yeah, death penalty all day long. But you get out there with her, and maybe she is messed up because of the abuse she experienced, and she's young herself. To me, 22 years old, she's just a kid herself. So she's grown up in a life full of abuse around murderers herself, and she's just followed that path. Right? So, I mean, I don't know. It's a tricky one. Let's execute Billy Joe. I'd be better to do that one. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, get her! Tempt of court. Execute her! Okay, ask me what I want to happen to Billy Joe. That would have been a better question.
I just don't, I don't think...
She should get the gas chamber, okay?
I say let's just bring back public... Never mind, I can't say that.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It would stop some of the crime. I say that stuff all the time. But there's reasons people are the way they are, and I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt that what she's saying is she was abused, and maybe it was a lot horrible than we think, and that's why she's so cold, so distant, and she has some mental issues. And do we kill sick people? You know?
No, we kill sick people that kill.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. You got me there. Okay, you got me. Okay, you got me. You win. Execute her ass, okay?
Thank you.
If we was in the jury room, you would have won. You win. Strap her down, okay? Get the needle ready. I'm in. You got me. I tap out.
I'm sorry. I just have a huge heart for kids, and he didn't have the choice.
I know.
She did.
Well, there ain't no way I would want her out of prison, you know? I would want her to spend the rest of her life in prison.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just feel like you did it.
And it's Christmas time. Maybe I'm feeling generous.
Maybe you are.
Yeah.
No.
You know. But anyway, look, I appreciate you calling.
All right, Dolly. Have a good one.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, that's a hard one, you know. But if she got the death penalty, like I said, I wouldn't care. If she got life in prison, I'd be fine with that. Now, if she got out in 10 years, I'd be a little more like, oh, shit, that ain't, you know, what the hell? But I think she's going to get what she got's coming. I think justice is going to be served in the Quinton Simon case. I don't think we got to really worry about that. I think her charges are so damn serious that if she don't get the death penalty, she ain't getting out of prison anytime soon, so... Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Hey, I'm calling here from Seattle. I actually talked to you before. I agreed with you on the serial killer theory. Yeah, I just learned from, I think it was Sleuthy Goosey. She did the amazing timeline of that weekend. And there was a military... Goosey? Yeah, Sleuthy Goosey.
That's
she's
a cool
like,
name, I guess. Sleuthy.
Yeah, she's on Twitter. She does like amazing timelines.
Cool.
But yeah, she said that that weekend there was a military appreciation thing that happened, and that a lot of people came in from out of town, and I don't know, that kind of
military style knife, the K-bar, like this one that's on the hoodie right here, the K-bar.
Yeah.
They would have that.
Yeah, and, you know, that's typical serial killer MO. You know, they take it opportunities, you know? And I just think that some sick guy came into town, probably ex-military. He's long gone by now. for sure.
He was
yeah, I don't.
ex-military in a Hyundai Elantra.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so ridiculous.
It had vet tags.
Yeah,
It said vet on the back of it. You know what I'm saying?
it did.
Had a prisoner of war sticker. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
It
What
had
vet
a.
drives a Hyundai Elantra?
It had a rainbow. I've seen the rainbow sticker. I didn't see the vet sticker.
I was just kidding, but there was a rainbow sticker.
Yeah, it said rainbow. It just said rainbow. It spelled out the word rainbow.
It really has a sticker on it. It said, I didn't see no stickers on the vehicle.
Yeah, on the wrecked one. Yeah.
Oh, on the wrecked car. Okay.
Yeah, on the wrecked Hyundai Elantra that they found in Oregon.
Yeah, but I don't think that's connected.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no clue. But anyways, I don't know. What do you think?
I think if the white Elantra, if they didn't have that car detailed, there's going to be blood all over it. How do you murder 4 people and there not be blood everywhere?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you on that. We'll see. I mean, I know they have stuff that they're not telling us, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, but they don't, like, when you listen to it, they're banking on this car, and maybe that's just what they're giving the media, and they're really looking into something else. But I think they really are banking on this car, and that's basically what they got. Because, I mean, the kids, there's nothing solid on any of the kids.
Well, like I said, I live in Seattle, and I have a friend that's a musician. He's a jazz musician, and he takes traveling gigs. And I had mentioned this case to him maybe a couple weeks ago, and he came back to me Sunday night, and he had recently went to Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah.
And he brought it up himself. So apparently it was pretty big stuff. But he said when he went to Vancouver, there was major cop stops and car checks through Vancouver, and he said that wasn't normal.
Oh, so you think they were looking for the car maybe crossing
into
the border? It seems like, though, if the car was going to cross into the border, it would have jumped on 95 on the interstate and not the highway, but it could have took the highway route. I don't know why. But it seemed like it was heading down the highway towards Troy, which, you know, I think if he was trying to get out the state, you would take the interstate.
Yeah.
And by the time they were discovered, you would already be in Canada. Because you got to figure they killed him at 3. They didn't call the police till 12. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, 7 hours later, you could have been halfway across the country.
Oh, for sure. I don't think the guy left immediately, though. I just have a gut feeling about that.
He had to have been gone by 3:45 because he was caught on camera at 3:45 at the gas station, at the A&W gas station.
Well, I don't think he necessarily left Idaho.
Oh, I don't think he left Idaho immediately either. If he was going to try to get out of Idaho quickly, he would have went on the interstate.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't.
But my friend, he brought that up, and it was just funny because I'm the one that brought the case up to him, and he came back to me and he said it's really weird in Vancouver because they're stopping everybody. So thought I'd bring that to you guys' attention, that there's a lot of attention on the border. Yeah. And yeah, the military appreciation thing that happened there that very weekend, that rings red flags to me.
Yeah, anytime you bring in people from all over the country to one place, you know, and people feel like they can do something and leave and nobody will know, that's scary.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, talk amongst yourself. You're doing a great job, bud, and I just wanted to get that out there for everybody.
All right, you have a good one. Happy
okay, you
holidays
too.
to you.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Okay, bye.
All right, peace. All right, so Military Appreciation Day out there, a lot of different people coming into the town. You never know who can show up, right? Maybe the boogeyman showed up that night in his former military or something of that nature. Whoever did this, I've always believed had experience at killing. I don't think on your first kill you're going to go in and just brutally murder 4 people room by room. It seems like somebody that's had a little practice, somebody that's done that before, or it's just somebody that's absolutely sicko. And I just don't see a young guy mad over a girl doing something of that nature, right? And that's the only thing really could be. Maybe say a drug debt. They didn't look too bad, strung out on drugs, but you never know. Could it be a drug debt? But a drug dealer would have shot you. But then again, it is a lot of people around, so maybe they would have stabbed you. I don't know. I think it would have been different, you know. This is just like a horror movie. Basically, everybody's around, there's people around, there's people in the house. It's like a slasher film, and Jason Voorhees walks up in that bitch and chops you up. And the people like downstairs chilling, nobody knows. Wake up, you dead all through the house. That is a straight horror movie. I don't care how you look at it. And there's no way to be like, you know, they want to say, hey, this is an isolated attack. It might be. Okay, so let's say the killer is mad at whoever's in that house. But what if that killer gets mad at somebody else in another house? They're capable of murdering everybody in the house. That's scary. And if that person's not caught, they will kill again. And they will kill everybody in the house this time. There might not be no survivors next time. Because this person's probably watching the news thinking, damn, I didn't get the 2 people downstairs. Next time, I will. So, maybe next time the killer goes up in a house, he's going to check every room now. Just to make sure he leaves nobody behind. But to do that with all them people, cops, get away, nobody see you. The only thing is that white car. If that white car don't check out, it'll be 10 years before they even get close to solving this. If the white car checks out, it'll be wrapped up quick. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, I had to call you back. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
This is Casey. I'm definitely going to... I love throwing you money.
All right. Well,
I'm not ashamed to say it either.
Here, I'll catch it.
I'm not ashamed to say it. Like, I don't have a life because of the way that I am. This is Casey Glass, right? I love your callers. Everything that they're saying, it kind of all... If I could listen to all the calls all in one play, I mean, they're getting to something. I mean, they really are, because... especially with this border crisis that we're having, Jimmy Jams, it's really bad. When you're calling for special groups, and we are the largest militia in Michigan, you can Google it. I mean, we're the largest out here. People are being called. Horses are being taken out in fleets. We need help on the border. They're bringing 8,000 in a day. Let's keep in mind those eastern countries. They're not allowed to have the liberties and the freedom like we have in the United States. And they only know a couple ways to kill. One of them is by explosives. The other 2 is that they're very skilled in knife making. And that's how a lot of their executions happen over in the eastern countries, is by sword.
Yeah, because they don't have guns, so they usually just stab you. That's like what I was saying to Mel. I was like, I think I'd rather be shot than stabbed. Stabbing seems so painful. I don't know why I don't know. Maybe I just seen people shot and it just looks like it'd be a better way to go. I don't know. I think I'd much rather you shoot me than you come up and stab me 5 times.
Well, I've never been shot, but my grandfather has, and he said it burnt like fire when he was shot.
I might be wrong. It might be better to be stabbed. I don't know. Really, I don't want to be either one, but if I think I had to choose, I'd probably say, man, just shoot me, because it seems like it'd be quicker, you know? Than stabbing me. Stabbing seems a little bit slower because you got to stick it in and then pull it back out. At least bullets is going to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah. And I love that you guys were touching on the Leilani stuff. And look, I believe that anybody who ever harms a child the way that she harmed that baby, psychology and stuff like that can do some stuff. But if you think about what she lied about, she fantasized in her head that maybe somebody out there, needed a baby or couldn't have a baby. I mean, this woman is pathetic.
But we knew she was lying everybody knew she was lying.
It's beyond lying. I think that girl is possessed.
Possessed. So you think
death penalty? Yes, indeed.
You team death penalty?
I don't even believe in the death penalty, but in this case, I believe in the Bible. Those who harm anyone who believes in him, it were no better that they would drown in the depths of the sea. the times that we're in, these people are murdering children more than ever before.
Yeah.
God told us that we would see these times. We're witnesses, Jimmy Jams.
Yeah.
Revelation
I mean, like I said, I
11:11.
wouldn't be sad if she got the death penalty. Me, myself, I would say life in prison. But if she got
Yeah,
the death
so
penalty, it wouldn't
Leilani,
bother
he
me at
breaks
all.
up with you. He breaks up with you, Leilani. It won't work out, sweetie. There's other fish in the sea. So he breaks up with you, and you're done.
She ain't never
Right?
getting out. She ain't never getting out.
Hell no. Hell no, she's not getting out. And about Billy Joel, I honestly think that she's in there because of all the chaos that she brought out there to Savannah. She involved third party. Anyone involved in third party, you can clearly see in any court paper, in any docket, you involve third party, it's game over. She did that. She could have hurt you guys. Do you realize that other YouTube channel from a different country could be viewed as inciting a riot because she sent ill-willed people to hurt you all with words? Words equal swords, and they do penetrate. Yeah. That lady saying that shit to Molly, Jams, I would have put my hands on that shit, but I'm glad you did it. You're a better person than me.
Yeah.
I saw Molly freaking cry, and I lost it.
Yeah. That lady was mean. She was evil. She didn't even say that shit.
Yes. But we support you. We love you. And I do not want to see any more bullshit in this country. Look after your little ones. Take them out of school right now, people. Take them out of school. Keep an eye.
I mean, I don't know. It depends where they go to school. I don't know. I think kids need that social time with other kids in big groups like that.
Well, as long as they don't, put that thing inside them, I'm okay with them going back to school.
I hear you.
I'm not for these. Can I just say it?
No,
I mean, I'm my own person.
Medical stuff here. We don't talk anything to do with.
Okay, I don't blame you, but we know what time we're living in.
Anything to do with any of that. YouTube is real. They frown upon them things.
I just care about people, and I want everybody to be safe, especially in these times.
Yeah.
You're going to have your brother and your sister's back. We are our brother's keepers. We must never forget that. Your neighbor, you better love them like they're your own, because that person could save your life. Keep your head on swivel, people.
Swivel.
America is about ready to get thumped.
America.
Open borders, 8,000 a day coming in. You all figure it out. But I do love you all. Be safe, and know I seriously am praying for every single person in the world. I love y'all.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
All right. So borders, people coming in, killers. I'm just kidding. I don't think nobody's coming in and chopping us up. I don't know. A lot of people seem to think this is a young person. It's a scorned lover or ex. It's one of the jacks. A lot of people ain't going with serial killer. Dolly?
Hey, Dolly, Turkey Man.
Hey, what up, Turkey Man?
Hey, doing good. Gonna wish you Merry Christmas. Hope that you and yours has a good one.
Yeah, and, I think it's gonna be a pretty good year.
I was gonna share something that happened. We live in a very small town here in Tennessee, and have a little Weigels, and my nephew worked there, or is working there. And the other day he was, I guess it was during paycheck time, and people cashing checks and coming in and getting their groceries for the weekend per se. And a customer gave him $100 bill, and he was checking it to make sure it's real, and rubbed it with his hands, and he went out like a light. And it had a gram of fentanyl on it, is what they said. And of course he's okay.
Wow.
But that's how bad that stuff is right now. And
he rubbed a $100 bill and he collapsed.
Yep. And they come to the conclusion that it had like a grain on the dollar. And of course, I guess him rubbing it and making sure more than we would, counting our money, but looking at it the way they do it as a cashier.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to share that. I want to share that with you and tell you that I hope you have a good one, and all your listeners, and God bless you. And I'll get out of here.
All right, you have a good one, Turkey Man.
All right, buddy.
Peace. That's scary to think, drugs on money. They do say like all money has cocaine and shit on it. You know, I've heard that. But you know that fentanyl, and even deadlier is the car fentanyl. I've seen that it takes a couple crumbs of this stuff and it can kill multiple people. Like a little vial of this stuff will kill like 100,000 people. It's that strong, way stronger than heroin, way stronger than any of this. These synthetic drugs that are coming in through like China and things like this, they're going through Mexico, and then the Mexican cartels are cutting them with heroin, and then they're bringing it in, and it's heroin and fentanyl, and this is what all our loved ones are dying from. Real scary crisis in this country. That's a fact. Okay, people are dying from fentanyl every single day. I've lost friends, loved ones from it. Personally myself. You know what I'm saying? And I had a friend that was so bad on drugs. We kept trying to talk to him, trying to help him. You know, and we're telling him, man, you're gonna be next. You're gonna be next. And sure enough, he's dead right now. And he died from an overdose of fentanyl. So, and you know, I sat with this man, and he told me he couldn't get off drugs. He's like, I've been trying. He was crying, and he was one of the funniest people I know. And that drug took that from the world. You know, that's sad. And especially with it, you not knowing that it takes such a little tiny bit of this stuff to kill you. I mean, just microscopic amounts. There's a different war on drugs now, and there's way worse drugs in this country than ever before. Okay, it's way worse than the crack epidemic of the 90s. Y'all remember that, right? Where everybody was pawning everything and climbing out the windows with your shit. Everybody's drunk crackheads walking around like zombies. It's way worse now. They're dying, right? And which is worse, because at least if your family member's a crackhead, you can get them help, right? Time you help your family member with this, they're dead. They have a very short, junkies these days, they have a very short life span, because the drugs are cut so bad, and they're not what drugs used to be. They're synthetic drugs, and we're just watching people drop left and right. I remember one weekend here in Virginia, 16 people died from fentanyl. In one weekend. Right? Like back to back to back to back, people were dying. That's because it was some bad drugs that came through the area. And I guess everybody that got their hands on it died. And that ain't even the people, that's just the people that died. That ain't even the people that were hospitalized from it. That's just the people that died over the weekend from it. I was like, that is insane. You know, and you know, guys, I've shared this with you. I don't know if I shared it with everybody that's in here, but I pulled up to a Mickey D's and I found 2 people dead in a vehicle. Okay, I don't know if you know, if y'all been watching me for a while. I shared this story. I pulled up in a truck, and I'm in a big jacked up truck, and I pulled up beside this minivan, and I'm at Mickey D's, and it's in the hood, you know. So I jump out my truck, and I go to walk past this van, and this is the weird thing. It, to me, and I ain't lying, it looked like a woman giving a dude oral sex. Okay? Because it was a woman with her head in somebody's lap. Okay? And when I walked by, I kind of caught it out the corner of my eye as I jump out my truck. But as I'm passing to get past, I'm like, something ain't right. I realize it ain't what I think it is. You know what I'm saying? And I stop. And at this point, I turn back and I look. And they're just unconscious. I think they're asleep, and they're slunched over each other. And I'm like, what the hell? And right then, I see the spoon sitting on her lap, on her knee. Okay? So I'm thinking they done did some dope and they're asleep. Right? I'm not putting the fact that they're dead. So I'm beating on the window. Boom, 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 boom on the window of the van. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. I'm beating on the window. Nothing. Right? And now there's this homeless dude at the bank. And he's laying there. But when he sees me beating on the window, he gets up. He walks up. He looked, no lie. This is no lie. The homeless dude looks in the van. Just peeps in there and goes, looks at me and goes, they're dead. I mean, just like it's nothing. Nah, they just dead. They're dead. And he's just like, they're dead. And I was like, I start beating on the window even harder. And I'm like, holy shit. Now I'm grabbing my cell phone. I'm calling the police. Okay? At this, as soon as those dudes like they're dead, I was like, all right, 911. You know what I'm saying? Because I just thought they were passed out in the vehicle. So, yeah, they were dead. And the homeless dude said this. This is what he told me. He believes that somebody purposely sold them bad dope. And this is what he said. He said, because white people, this is what he told me, will be going into that neighborhood and snatching dope out of drug dealers' hands and taking off. He said, so sometimes when they do that, these drug dealers give them a hot shot, which is a poison or something they mix in the drug to kill people. So when they pull up to rip them off, they're giving you the hot shot. So if you go to try to rob one of these guys or something for their drugs, they're going to give you something that's going to kill you. And that's what the homeless guy was saying. I don't know how true that is. You know what I'm saying? But this homeless dude was damn sleeping on the street. I think he kind of probably knows what goes on in the neighborhood. But that's what he said. He's like, they were probably snatching drugs and they done gave him a hot shot. And I was like, wow. I mean, I don't know too much about drugs and junkies and shit like that. But and then next thing you know, the ambulances, fire truck, news, everybody's pulling up at the Mickey D's, you know. But don't do drugs. It'll kill your ass, you know. Anything you can get Narcon from your city. There's classes you can take online and get it for free. I mean, that ain't the first person I've seen, you know, them are the first people I found dead like that. I was in a bus station in Atlanta, and a dude OD'd in the, like, you know how in a men's stall, and you go up to a men, you know, because I know most of y'all ladies, when you go in the men's bathroom, there's a little thing you piss in, the urinal thing, right? And they have these little walls. So, you know, the dude, you know, because you got a little space between you and the guy. Some urinals don't even have the walls. You just stand right next to the dude, right? But this bus station had little tiny walls, you know. So I'm standing there pissing, you know. I think I was like 16 or something like that, 16, 17 years old. I'm in the bus station in Atlanta, Georgia. And the dude, I guess, beside me, I wasn't paying no attention. I guess he was shooting dope at the urinal, okay? So I'm standing there pissing, and this dude collapses, okay? And I'm a young kid. I don't know nothing about junkies or nothing at this point. You know what I'm saying? I had never seen nothing like this. Now I understand what was going on, but at the time, I didn't know what was going on with the dude. I knew he was on drugs, and I knew it was bad because I ran out the bathroom to get help. And they were pretty quick. I got to admit, the paramedics were pretty quick getting there and getting to the guy. But the paramedics were literally laughing. Like, they were laughing at us. I thought that was weird. I'll never forget that. I was like, what's so funny to these paramedics that they're laughing? You know? But yeah, the dude he was tied off. And he had a needle sticking right out his damn arm. Right in the bathroom. Right beside me. Boop, hit the ground. I looked over. I said, what the hell? I never forget that. That stuck with me since I've been a teenage kid. So drugs are bad. Don't do them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shooting drugs. That shit don't end good. Weed does not kill. No. If he would have been smoking a blunt, he'd have been okay. Okay? But even at that time, that age, I didn't smoke weed or anything. I didn't drink. I've always been anti-hard drugs. I didn't even start smoking weed until I was like 21. I didn't really smoke when I was young. I smoked one time when I was a kid, when I was like 14 or 15 years old. And then I didn't smoke again until I was a grown-ass man. So I was more straight edge than anything. I didn't even start drinking until I was like, 25? Please know I'm not the one out cries in the family. I've never been the most valued player my whole life. Damn, you were smoking real young, but I took 7-year break in my 20s. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
How are you? It's Joyce, Bio Girl from Florida.
Hey, Bio Girl.
What's up? I have a question. Did anybody take the number 13 yet?
I don't think so.
'Cause I really wanted the number 13, but I wanted to make sure if anybody took it.
No, I don't think 13's taken.
I just want to check first. Did you send out my shirt yet?
I think your shirt, is it the Turtle Gang one?
Turtle Gang.
No, I'm going to print it today. It will ship out tomorrow.
I have a question. Is it possible to put the number 13 on the back of my shirt?
Is it possible to put 13 on the back? I mean, I guess I could.
Because I would like to have the number 13 on the back of my shirt.
Yeah, let me find my notebook. Let me make sure that number ain't taken.
Okay.
All right, give me 1 second.
I like the new, is that the new
Team Foul Play
design?
shirt. Yeah, well, I'm going to change it a little bit. This is one. See how the bat's sitting off over here? I'm not kind of digging the bat thing. I kind of like the brass knuckles and the K-bar knife.
I can't see it.
But I'm going to take the bats and put them on the sleeve. I'm going to put 2 bats on the sleeve. So the sleeves are going to have the bat.
I can only see the front right now because I have you paused.
Oh, okay.
So, because of like that.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to tell you 13's taken.
Okay.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, these are the numbers that are taken so far, unless I missed something, and I haven't added yet. Let's see. Number 1, number 22, number 5, number 33, 357, 20, 36, 16, and 420. Okay, so, and on my list I have your hoodie. It's a medium, right? I mean your shirt.
My shirt is medium, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I got you on the shirt right here. 1 medium Turtle Gang unit.
Can you put, can I have number 13, please?
On the back of the Turtle Gang?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to print it later tonight. So yeah, I'll throw 13 on the back of it.
Okay, thank you. I like the front. I can't see the back, but I'll see it as soon as I hang up. I really like it. When you get the mediums, when you get your medium hoodies, I want to get the Team Foul Play hoodies.
Okay. Well, this is the first one. It's going to change a little bit. See how it has a little baseball bat? I'm taking that off, and the baseball bats are going to be on the sleeves. It's going to be like 2 baseball bats crossed, you know what I'm saying, with some barbed wire. But this was my first design, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll put it up there.
I like
but
the
then
brass,
after I printed
brass knuckles, though.
Oh yeah, the brass knuckles and the K-bar knife, you know. But I'm going to take the bat off, this little bat right here, and then I'm going to put the 2 bats on the sleeves, on both sleeves. So it'll be a little bit different when I put the shirt out, but this is the first rough design. PJ, thank you. Dumpling, if you order, don't go through that. Number is available till the first person places order. Oh, wait, Dumpling wanted 13. That's right. She wants it on the pink hoodie. Is there any other number you want size 13? I forgot all about Dumpling saying she wanted 13.
Oh, Dumpling wants 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is 81 available?
81?
Yeah.
Yeah, 81's good.
Okay, can you put me for 81, please?
All right, let me write it down so I don't forget. I'll remember. I ain't got a pen handy, but I will remember 81. Oh, yeah, I do. I got one right here. Let me write it down.
And about the fentanyl and the hot shots, that is very much true because that happened to a very good friend of mine. Actually, when I was in my partying stage, one of my stuff was laced with fentanyl, And the next thing I remember was waking up in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah. And it took a very small amount of that stuff. But one of my friends didn't make it out so easy because she got a hot shot.
Oh, Lord.
And, yeah, she got a hot shot.
That's terrible.
And it's true. It's what they do that. When somebody steals their stuff, they give hot shots.
Yeah, that's what the homeless guy told me. You know, he's like,
Yep,
yo, somebody done
'cause
gave them something bad purposely.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, so Newark is very, very bad down there. And she used to go pick up down there in North New Jersey, and I used to tell her, like, don't go there by yourself at night. Just don't go there by yourself at night. You're gonna get in trouble. Like, you're gonna get yourself into bad trouble.
Yeah.
And she didn't listen. And then one day, I found her in her room, and it was too late. It was too late. And she was gone. She got a hot shot.
Yeah, my buddy, he was, I found him dead, and he had OD'd on methadone. He was taking methadone and died. He was a big ass dude. I went to wake him up for work, and he was cold as a block of ice.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. At first, I went in there and was like, yo, wake up. You gonna make me late for work? And he didn't say nothing, you know, of course, because he wasn't alive. And then I go back in there again. I'm like, come on, man, I'm gonna leave you. I'm in a rush, you know. And he's just laying there, and I ain't thinking nothing of it. I walk out the room again. Not till the third time that I go in there do I tap him, because I'm thinking, damn, was he drinking or something? I thought he was passed out. So I go to tap him, and as soon as I tapped him, he was so cold. And I mean, unexplainably cold. Like I knew he was dead. Right? And I kind of like, he's on his side. So I look over, and he has like some throw up coming out of his mouth. And he's not with it. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, immediately calling the police. You know what I'm saying? And they go in there. They, you know, that coroner comes. They, you know, figure he's dead, and they take him up out of there. And they were asking me, did you know him to do drugs? And I knew the guy had a drug problem, like previous drug problem, because he had been in trouble for like he was hooked on he wasn't like shooting drugs or anything. He liked drugs from the doctor. Like he liked to take pills. Prescription drugs, yeah. So they were looking around where he was at, and they go to leave. I reach up, and there's a pack of cigarettes sitting on the dresser. I pick up the cigarettes, and I open it up, and the whole damn cigarettes is filled with methadone tablets. The whole pack. So I flush him down the toilet, and he passed away. He was 31 years old from taking methadone.
She was 20. She was just turned 20.
Yeah, I had to tell his family and everything that he was dead. It was sad. His sister came up there, his brother.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah, he worked for me. So that like I didn't even go to work that day. It kind of messed my whole day up, you know, on that one.
Yeah, it'll forever fuck with you. It'll forever fuck with
so
you.
rest in peace to Dave. He was a good guy too. He's a big dude. He weighed like 350 pounds. He's a big ass dude.
Yeah, it messes with your heart, literally.
Yeah, drugs are bad. Don't do them. Well, look, you have a good one.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Peace.
Merry Christmas. Peace.
Later. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, hey, there's 1,000 over 1,000 of you here. We got 700 likes. Let's see if we can get Dolly to that magic 1,000 likes. And when I get to 1,000 likes, of course, I give a Lolo a Slim Jim. So if y'all want Lolo to have a piece of a Slim Jim, hit that like button, okay? Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
I want to discuss. Have you heard about the case coming out of Florida?
Which one?
Okay, this is about a 17-year-old teenager.
Nope, haven't heard it.
And it's a boy. Well, they arrested him November the 30th for attempted murder on his mother. Now, what he did was, he got mad at her, and he stabbed her with his pocket knife, and then he grabbed a frying pan and started bashing her in the face with that until the frying pan broke. And then he took her keys and got the money out of her purse and took her car and ran off with that. And then he ended up crashing the car. Well, while he was in the car running from what he did, right, he was texting a friend, asking the friend to bring a gun so he could use it on the victim.
On his mother?
His mother, yes. So he has been charged with attempted murder. She's in critical condition. So she's not dead yet. But anyway, which takes me back to Leilani. And the reason this guy says he did it, the teenager, right, the boy, he said he got mad at his mother because she wouldn't stop nagging him about cleaning his room. That's why he did it.
Wow.
And this goes back to Leilani because a lot of these younger people, they just don't. There's a lot of them now. They just don't seem to have any. No respect, no morals, no empathy, no compassion. They don't really seem to love anybody, except for themselves.
Now, I ain't saying my mama wouldn't have never hit me with a frying pan, but I wouldn't have hit her with one.
They just don't seem to love anybody, not their own parents, not their own children, nobody. Yeah. And if you make them mad, this is what they do. They attack.
I take it your team death penalty for Leilani?
Yeah, because, why should the taxpayers foot the bill for her? They sit there for 30 years before they pull the switch on them anyway.
Yeah, that's true. She'll be there for
a
minute.
Then they get to do all those appeals, which with her having a court-appointed attorney,
I mean,
that costs taxpayers
even if you give her the death penalty, they won't never kill her anyway.
Right. Well, they might when they are within 30 years or so. But still, the taxpayers pay for her attorney's fees, her food, room and board, everything. And I just don't think she's worth it. No, I don't. No, why should we pay for that? And if they give them life in prison, a lot of the problem with life in prison is they don't put on there with no chance at parole. I mean, if you're going to give somebody life in prison, they need to have no chance at parole ever. Yeah. Otherwise, what's the point? In 5-10 years, they'll bring them up for parole. Yeah. And that's how a lot of them get out. But something is wrong with the young people nowadays. It really is.
Hold on real
quick. And then the other case that was recent.
Hold on real fast. I got to shout out Honey Bun. She says, Slim Jims for Lolo. Merry Christmas, Jimmy. With a $75 suit. $75! Good Lord, girl. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays to you and your family, Honey Bun. And I love all you guys. You guys are absolutely the best. Not to cut you off, caller, but I had to. That was like, it blew up. It was like Christmas. It was like Christmas coloring, too. It's beautiful colored. It made my chat room look like a Christmas tree.
And so another recent case, you had that one that just happened, right? The 17-year-old. Then another recent case was the 10-year-old that shot and killed his mother because she wouldn't order him a virtual reality headset.
That'll do it right there.
He wanted one. He wanted one, and she told him no.
Oh, Lord.
So he went in there and got the gun and shot his mother.
Wow.
and killed her.
Wow. All over
And
damn
then you know what he
Oculus,
did after? Then you know what he did after that?
Play video games?
No, he went in there and it got on the Amazon and he ordered it anyway. After he shot her,
Okay. Did he get
he
to play
went in
it?
there and ordered it. He went in there and ordered it, and then waited for it for the delivery man.
Send that to your message.
so-
Okay, thank you, love, being a mama for.
In the meantime, Grandma and all them show up and figure out what's going on.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Did he
there's
kill
blood
her?
and all this kind of mess. Yes, he killed her.
Oh, Lord.
And the grandma's like, oh my God, you know, she's like, what happened? And once they figured out he did it and got him to fess up to it, right?
Uh-huh.
Now this is a 10-year-old. And she says, you know, why did you do it? And that's what he said. He says, because she wouldn't buy me a virtual reality headset. And he says, Grandma, he says, has the delivery man came yet? Did it come today?
Wow.
And that's after he murdered his mother.
All he wanted to do was play the damn
So
game.
that's
He
where
didn't
I'm
care
getting to. That's what I'm getting to about these kids not having a conscience. A lot of them don't now. And they try to blame it on drugs with Leilani. But then you have these other cases I just told you about,
Yeah.
and there was no drugs involved. It's
Good
like
Lord.
they're little sociopaths.
Yeah, born that way.
I don't know if the school system, I have no idea what is happening to these kids, but it just seems to be getting worse.
Yeah, good thing my mom
I don't
bought
know
me
if you just need
Nintendo
to-
way back in the day.
Drag them back to church or what they need to do, but something is going on. Something is really wrong.
That's crazy. I mean, one, you shouldn't have access to a gun so easily for a small child like that anyway. You know, not to blame the parent, but, you know, you got guns, you got kids around, you need to keep those things locked up. That ain't mean the
Well-
kid couldn't go in there and get a knife and stab you in the neck. But,
Right? You could just go get a knife if you don't have a gun, right?
You know, but I would
So
say
you're not
definitely-
safe no matter what.
Definitely keep your guns locked up if you got kids in there.
Right. Well, okay. It was nice talking to you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. You be good.
Okay,
Peace.
bye.
Yeah, I mean, that goes into keep your guns locked up. And I hate to get murdered with your own weapon, too, by your own kid. You know, kids are terrible. What were the two brothers, the Ramirez brothers, that murdered their parents? And they were just greedy. They were rich as shit, grew up with everything. And then they still killed their parents. Dolly. Hello.
It's early morning, but Dolly.
What you doing?
What's that? Jimmy, my main man. So
What's up? You get your hoodie yet?
it should be here today or tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. You get confirmation of it? You're tracking?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't call to ask you questions about the hoodie, man. Just
I
want to
know.
say,
I'm just curious because I remember
Good
making
morning.
it. I remember making it the other night. I'm just curious if you got it.
Yeah, I was watching. I saw it.
Oh, okay.
I don't get on panel though. You were on panel that night. I almost did, but my StreamYard or my phone won't let me. It says I have no mic and no video camera when I'm on StreamYard because
You
my
gotta
browser.
turn it on. There's a little button. You see where it says mic. You click it, and it turns your mic on.
Yeah, but it says my browser's blocking it. It keeps kicking me back out.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. So it's all good. If I put my face on there, everybody's TV break. It's like your ugly face isn't quite so ugly, but you put my face up there,
Together.
everybody be
What
like,
about both our faces simultaneously? To be too much. Head like somebody headbutted the TV. Your phone just
It would be-
exploded.
It was, yes. Everybody's TV be break and they all be screaming and hollering, carrying on. Anyway, no, I ain't that ugly.
Okay.
Whatever.
Where's
Anyway, I
the,
just
where's
called
the car at?
more.
Where's the car? Who's the Idaho 4 killer, Beachy?
Dude, I'm still saying it. That took a lot of passion to do that. But dude, it's complicated. But I'm still not convinced the roommates had nothing at all to do with it. That's where I was. Remember I told you I was unpopular. in the beginning.
Last police report said the roommates are clear.
Yeah, I know. I don't care.
I don't care either. That's the same thing I said when I read it.
Doesn't mean that they might have known what was going on or when was going on, but how, it just doesn't make any sense. And then, I don't know, how it just, something about that is funky with me. But then you got the ex, you think of the passion that it took to kill those 4 people. Anger, rage from passion, whatever you want to call it. There's got to be a reason why, it can't be no reason, like you're walk-in opportunist. Yeah, but they, I don't know that they do everybody like that, you know what I mean? They do what they wanted to do and get out with whoever they wanted, I would assume. But, I don't know. It is, yeah. Aliens. There's always aliens.
There's always aliens. When all else fails, when they don't find this car, you can blame it on aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I guess nobody probably had their shoes on. We talked about that. You gotta have your shoes missing.
Yeah, their shoes were, their shoes were good, I guess.
Right, the shoes got to be there, and you got to be gone, right?
You got to be gone. Yeah, they were all there, and their shoes were there. So.
Yeah.
I don't think it was aliens this time. Bigfoot, possibly, but aliens, definitely not.
All right, Bigfoot would have left a lot of hair.
Bigfoot usually don't stab people either.
No. Well, I mean, he's got big claws. But,
yeah. There were some gouges, but I don't think it was Bigfoot gouges.
Not like
I think Bigfoot would have left a print. He always leaves prints. Okay.
Good job. That was excellent. He would have. It's early in the morning for me.
There would have been a footprint with some blood if Bigfoot would have did it. We know that.
Excellent. I would totally agree with that. He would totally leave his footprints all over, especially, it's kind of snowy but not wet footprints. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
it's a difficult one.
All right.
Hey, you guys have a good holiday, man.
You too, BT. You be good.
If I send something to the address you sent me, is it going to get to you?
Yeah.
All right. That was my question. Have a great day, man. We'll see you tonight.
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right. Aliens are in the ocean. I don't know if the aliens are in the ocean or what. I'm not trying to mess with the aliens. The U.S. government do say that there are UFOs, okay, in the Department of Defense. They're saying that there's some unidentified flying objects out there. Aliens might be real. I ain't saying they real, but they real. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly.
Hello.
This is Barbara in Arizona.
Hey, Barbara.
To 2 people, 2 people ago, the woman made a remark that maybe the schools aren't teaching these kids to have respect and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the school's responsibility to teach these kids respect. It's at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's the parents. The parents need to teach.
Ass.
Yep, the parents need to teach the kids respect. They need to teach them to have morals. I blame partially video games. They let them sit there and play these video games and kill people, and they have no concept that once you kill somebody, they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to jump up off the screen.
They're not going to respawn, is what they call it in video.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to come back to life and give you another life. So people need to realize that they need to reprimand their kids, teach them respect, teach them responsibility. When I was a kid, we wouldn't have talked to our teachers, and the schools also will not let the teachers reprimand the kids.
I mean, as a kid, we had video games. I think they wasn't as violent though, like Mario Brothers and stuff like that. Wasn't as violent as like Call of Duty.
Right.
Where they're playing war simulated games, where they are like first-person shooter games. So it is a little bit different. I guess that could desensitize you a little bit as a kid. Just like the news does. Every day you hear about murders, killings, and it don't seem like that big of a deal, but murder, killing, and rape, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it becomes so commonplace that people just blow it off. And then the last caller said something about she still wonders about the two roommates that were in the basement and didn't get killed. I wonder the same thing.
And another thing on video games, though, is I believe a person with good mental health, they can play a game and they can distinguish, fantasy from reality. And then you get people with mental illness that may play that same game and they can't. So is it really the game or is it the mental capacity of the person,
Well, yeah, it's a mental capacity of a person. Just like on YouTube. You go into some of the creators' platforms, and these people are nuts.
Oh, yeah, there's some, I know what you're talking about there, for sure.
They try to ruin each other's lives.
Oh, somebody said the gun was locked up, he got the key. Oh, man, that's even crazier. Kids are smart.
Oh, yeah. And some parents just kind of blow their kids off.
Yeah.
They're too busy going here and there and belonging to
There
this
is a
club
lot of
and
kids
that club.
being raised by the internet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You look at the world where both parents have to work to survive. That who's left to take care of the kids, but they're just stuck on the internet, Everybody has to work to survive. It ain't like back in the day where just the man goes out and works and the mom's always there taking care of the kids, you know what I'm saying? Now the mom got to work 18 hours a day, the dad's working double shifts, and the kids are just raising themselves.
That's true. I was a divorced mother and had two kids, and my kids grew up fine, but it was before video games.
Yeah, but I mean, if you just a dude these days and you trying to survive without your wife helping, shit, you better have a good-ass job. It takes a couple these days to even pay the mortgage.
Yeah, I know.
And if everybody's working all the time, who's raising the kids? They're kind of out
there on their
own a little
bit.
Yeah, if people made good incomes as a man, you could go out and afford to take care of your family without having your wife to have to work. You wouldn't have a lot of these problems we're seeing inside the homes.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So, but look, hey, I appreciate you calling in. I got to get ready to wrap it up because I got the worst cotton mouth in the world and I don't have nothing to drink here.
Thanks. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Peace.
Peace.
Later. All right, guys, I'm closing the phone lines because, like I said, I do got the worst cotton mouth ever. I got to run to the store, okay? I am going to be back in a little bit, and I'm going to go back live, but I'm going to be going over to Ryan Upchurch videos where he's been talking about Kaylee Rodney, and he also went on Baby Gap panel. Why? I have no clue. I haven't watched it, but I'm sure he schools the shit out of them. So when I get back, we're going to review a little bit of the Upchurch videos that he's been talking about for the last couple of days. We're going to watch him school Baby Gap, and we're going to chop it up about it when I get back. I just need to run to the store real quick, get me some something to drink, shit like that, some ice, that type of stuff, so I don't have terrible cotton mouth. So if you guys come back in about like an hour, I will be back with you. But that's when if you're into the Kaylee Rodney stuff, updates on that, what church is talking about, what's been going on with that, tune back in because that's what we're going to be talking about. And then later on tonight, I will be live too. So you're going to get a lot of Dolly today. It's Dolly Day, all right? So tune in, lock in. Make sure if you haven't, like the damn video. We got 1,000 people in the room. We only got 800 likes. We've been 1,000, 1,500 strong, and we still ain't hit the 1,000 likes for my ugly face. Okay? I'm putting in some work today. I want some damn love. And that's how you get that love is by hitting that like button. And look, guys, people that have been getting me things off my Christmas wish list and Lolo, everybody's been killing it for Lolo. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And as they come in, I will be opening your things here so y'all guys can see it. Turtle Gang, y'all are absolutely the best. I love each and every one of you. I will be back in an hour to go over the Kaylee Rodney stuff, the Upchurch stuff, and what's been going on with the gossip on the internet. And I will see each and every one of you guys there, right? I'm right? I hope so. I better be. Hit the like button. See you soon. Peace.